my stuff. I should have had all this stuff up and ready and running, and I sort of am, but sort of not at the same time. All right.
Jim, your beer has been well received by all.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
Good, good.
had a couple of game nights, and
Uh huh.
brother-in-law helped me put a dent in it.
Nice,
So yeah,
nice.
good
Hopefully,
shit.
there's enough to share still.
Yeah, yeah. We're getting down to the bottom.
Nice.
Okay. So, gentlemen, one quick thing. Because it'd been so long since we played, I had screwed something up in our previous combat, which we will fix moving forward. Um, when you when you make an attack, the difficulty is one unless you spend two momentum to go again during your turn, and then any attack you make in that action, the difficulty goes up by one. Okay,
Mm,
and that doesn't just That's not just an attack. That's if you make any skill roll as part of that second action, the difficulty goes up one. And then if you spend two more momentum to go again, it goes up by one again, so you're up to three. Here's where we screwed up. You cannot make the same attack twice in a combat round.
uh,
Okay, so you are allowed to have equipped two weapons at a time. All
I
right.
see.
So, like for instance, just for example, and I'm gonna out Decius because he's the best example. Decius, you have a sword. You have an Acheronian short sword. You've got a short sword supposedly made by dwarves. You've got three lances, and you have a shield. all of which can be used as weapons. But if you decide you want to attack, you have two weapons that are equipped at any given time. Okay, which in your case it would definitely be the Acheronian short sword, for melee standpoint, right? And then it'd probably be another one of your swords would be my bet. Um, so if you attack and you attack with your Acheronian short sword, regardless what happens on that attack, and you decide you want to attack a second time, you then have to use your other equipped weapon.
It okay. So one thing that I was noticing is that his shield has a damage.
Yes, your
So
shield can be used as a weapon.
yeah, so you could shield bash people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the shield in Conan really doesn't give additional armor. It does make things like in D&D, it adds to armor class.
Well, it
Um,
gives a parry. That's good.
it does give a parry, yet another freaking parry for Decius, as if he needs one more. So your two equipped weapons could be your Acheronian short sword and your shield. Now that immediately begs the question of, well, if I spend two momentum, or I attack with my short sword, then I spend momentum and I attack with my shield. What else could I spend two momentum on to go again? The answer to that would be you could then spend two momentum to do like your steely glare attack, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So, not that necessarily you guys usually take three actions in a combat round, but that's just an example.
So,
Um,
and if you're holding a two-handed weapon, say a hunter's bow, I imagine there's not a whole lot of opportunity to use that second.
no, no, you can still have a second weapon equipped. The
Okay.
key to that is, in the case of Decius, if he chooses his Acheronian short sword and his shield, those are obviously both one-handed weapons. So not
Right.
only are they both equipped, they're both actively being used. In your case, if you use the bow, which is obviously a two-handed weapon, and then you wanted to switch to another weapon for a second attack, what you would probably have to do is you would have to use your standard action to attack with the bow, then use a minor action to switch to the other weapon,
Gotcha.
then spend two momentum to attack with that weapon.
Okay.
So does that all make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, and I'll manage it as we go. I'll manage it as we go now, and that's one other thing that I'm going to add straight to your character sheet as well, Kyle.
Hmm.
Because the Steely Glare is a mental attack that anybody can do.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look under the handout, where is it? I know I made a handout. Threaten attacks and displays. That tells you all the things that you can, all the sort of mental attacks that you can do.
Okay.
But they have some of them have a requirement. Like the Steely Glare, everyone can do the Steely Glare, which for you it's not the best attack because it does 2 base damage dice and you have no bonus damage on threatened attacks.
Okay.
But if it's the only thing you can do, it's worth something, right?
Sure.
But if you look at all the other types of threatened attacks, there's a bunch of them. Uh, Zarkosa's got a great one that's further down the list that's called Sorcerer's Might. So if he casts a spell this round, or any time during a combat scene, he can then use that threaten attack later on in the scene, and it's pretty powerful. It's just because people in this world are scared of magic as a general rule.
So
Okay.
where's this at?
What's that?
The Sorcerer's Might, is that underneath talents?
Yeah, no, it's on the handout threaten attacks and displays, and I might have even added it to your character sheet at some point.
Mm,
Yeah, I did. If you look at your character sheet,
yeah.
on just on your primary attacks on the left side, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see one called
Ah,
Sorcerer's
yeah,
Might.
there it is.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
But in order to use that, you have to have casted a spell. Cast, past tense of cast is cast. You will have to have cast a spell this during the combat.
During that round or through just
Just any
once?
time during that scene.
Okay, and that's just kind of like an additional damage die.
It's
That was
well, it's a mental attack that does I think it does 5 base
yeah,
dice
5.
damage. Yeah, and
Mhm.
then you also, because you've got a high personality score, you also get 2 bonus damage to that as well, which I think this game automatically calculates that on the character sheet. If you
Oh,
roll
that's
the
tits.
damage dice, I think it
Okay.
automatically does. Sorcerer's Might, weapon damage, yeah, it automatically does. So if you were to make a Sorcerer's Might threaten attack after casting a spell, and you're successful, then you just hit the damage dice button and it does its thing.
Okay. That doesn't apply to Steely Glare though.
No, Steely Glare is its own threaten attack, which you honestly, which you've got that on your character sheet too, because everybody can use that.
Oh, okay.
You can use Steely Glare anytime you want, basically. Sorcerer's Might, you have to have cast a spell first.
Okay.
And remember, all your threaten attacks, guys, do mental damage as opposed to physical damage. So,
Okay.
Right.
um, so, so let's do this. Um, let's do this. What I'm going to do moving forward is at the beginning of a combat scene, I'm going to ask each player what their each character what their 2 equipped weapons are for the purpose of these attacks.
Okay.
And we are starting today in combat. Um, so I'll just go from left to right. Sir Decius, what are your 2 equipped weapons?
Yes, we're going to go with the Acheronian short sword and shield.
Very good. Maleki?
Oh, you dropped out for me. I didn't
Oh,
catch that.
Maleki, what are your 2 equipped weapons?
So we're gonna say, well, it's gonna be hunting bow and throwing axe.
Hunting bow and throwing axe. Very good.
Yeah.
Ulrich?
Well, I have a question. On my weapon, on my battle axe, it says size is uniform Bravo. What does that mean?
It's not the size, Marty.
All right, that's just an error. It's supposed to be 2H.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, one's going to be the battle axe, but that comment we had before. If both my weapons of choice are two-handed, I don't know how I could do.
They're both equipped, meaning they're both easily at hand. It takes a minor action to switch weapons.
All right. Well, then it'll be the two-handed sword and the battle axe.
Okay, very good. And Zarkosa?
Well, really, only my only two melee, so it's dagger and my sword.
Oh,
With
dagger and
those
sword.
two.
All right, well that's easy.
Yep.
All right, very good. So these these two beings that you recognize as the twin sons of Queen Dusana have literally risen up out of your floor as a form of mist and coalesced into these coalesced into their forms in front of you. I am going to actually spend a doom to seize the initiative.
And when you say they, is there one form per room,
There's
or?
one in your room and one in Zarkosa's room.
Oh, okay.
And you probably hear Ulrich. Ulrich was pounding on the door, or Decius was pounding on the door. Ulrich's upset about being locked in, but I think Decius was actually pounding on the door. All right, so I'm spending one doom, and I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to just roll a d4 for even or odd on Maleki in terms of which attack I'm going for.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you want to live forever?
Nice.
This music is doing it for me.
Oh man, I rolled 2. Well, that still works. All right, so odd. Maleki, the sun in front of you, you don't know which one they are because they seemed identical. He hisses and bares pointed fangs. And
Oh boy.
he succeeds. It's a mental attack with 4 damage dice. He had 1 momentum, so he is going to roll 5 damage dice to
Oh,
earn
mother.
that momentum.
Oh.
So he did 5 mental damage to you. Do you have courage?
Jeez.
Courage. That box is conspicuously empty. So probably not.
You take 5 mental damage.
That comes out of resolve.
Comes
right?
out of resolve, and you need to add a trauma.
Oh my.
Wow.
Damn, what was that move called?
Bared fangs.
Bared fangs.
That's all he did.
Now, what that means is any mental type of roll you make will be increased difficulty until you are treated.
Okay.
What's your resolve at, by the way, now?
My resolve is currently at 4 of 9.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. The other vampire is going to. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you it's a vampire. You don't know what it is. The other son is going to swing. Actually, yeah, he's going to swing his fists at Zarkosa, and he. Oh yeah, he hit. Oh, I'm sorry, real quick, Maleki. I did have 2 effects on that. So you currently have a stun 2 effect. Okay, which means you are stunned until either 2 rounds pass or unless you can clear that effect with a minor action. Alright. And I apologize that I didn't mention that sooner. We are hitting Zarkosa with these fists of just inhuman iron strength.
Oh, Jesus.
Zarkosa takes, wow, that's the shittiest damage roll on the planet.
Nice.
Zarkosa takes 4 damage. What is the what's the number 7 on the to hit chart, please?
Left arm.
Left arm. Zarkosa, do you have any armor on your left arm?
Negative.
All right, so you take 4 vigor damage.
Okay.
More importantly, I did roll an effect So you are knocked down, and you are stunned. You have stun 1, which means unless you can clear that effect with a minor action, you're going to lose your next standard action.
Okay, so let's summarize this. I got hit on my left arm. Do I note that on my stress?
No, just mark the whole damage location chart is just to see if you have armor in that spot.
I see. And so vigor I've marked off 4.
Correct.
No wounds.
No wounds, because it didn't do at least 5 damage with a hit.
All right, and trauma.
No, but good.
And is there anywhere to show that I'm knocked down? Or?
No, just remember it.
Okay. And that makes me not be able to act this turn unless I counter that.
Yeah, well, the knockdown is just a stand-up thing, which is a minor action. The stun is the problem. The stun takes away your action for a round unless you can get rid of that. Whereas Maleki's got that problem times 2.
So what are ways to remove a stun?
You can spend a minor action and make a roll to remove a desired effect.
Okay.
A desired effect could be a stun, or if you're on fire.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
You saying that I'm under stun as well?
Yeah, you're stunned. You have stun 2.
Okay.
So it's going to be harder for you to clear your stun, or it will go away in 2 rounds.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
It's player's turn.
So, just because it fits the trope, I've taken a trauma. Normally Maleki is like a very stoic person, but in classic Conan form, I think she just lets out a blood-curdling scream.
Perfect.
I don't know. Does her best damsel in distress pose.
That is a free action.
Okay.
If you want to spend a minor action to clear an effect, which would be to clear your stun, you can do that. That is a... Hold on 1 second. I believe that is a... Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me just double check. I can't remember if it's resistance or if it's discipline. Knowing that this should have happened, I should have been prepared for this, shouldn't I? There's so many damn things I have to remember. Oh. Okay, well, let's talk about that for a minute. I'm going to give you that option. There's 2 ways you can actually clear it.
Okay.
Which is helpful, right? So yeah, you can make a discipline test, and because your stun was 2 points of stun, it will be difficulty 2. I don't know what your discipline target number is.
9.
Okay, so you would need 2 successes.
Okay.
On 2d20. Of course, you do have fortune points available. You also guys have 2 momentum, or you can give the GM 1 doom and just clear it automatically.
Okay, and so 2 stun, I'm looking at 2 missed actions potentially if I don't make it.
Correct.
If I have 1 success, do I clear 1 stun, or is it
No, it's
all or
just
nothing?
all or nothing. Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to play into the trope today. I think right off the bat, she's been, caught probably with her pants down, by a vampire and takes this psychic attack. She's going to, blood-curdling high scream, recoil, and I'm going to do a discipline check against that difficulty 2.
You had... It's 2 dice with 0 successes. So
Okay, all right.
Good. So your main action is lost. Zarkosa.
Roger. So I have 1 stun. I'm also on the ground, so if I use the minor action to do that discipline test,
Yep.
and get rid of that, right?
Correct.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Roll next to discipline. My target number is good. It's 14. So
And you only need 1 success because you only have stun 1.
And it's 2 dice, right?
Correct. One success, but you actually had a critical success, which gives you 2. You only needed 1, which means you gained a point of momentum. So you guys are at 3. You shake the stun off. You are still lying on the floor. You have a standard action left. If you wanted to stand, that takes your action.
Right. Is it required to be standing to use magic?
It is not, but it increases the difficulty 1 step.
One step.
Correct. Meaning instead of a D1, it would be a D2. Except, wait a minute. Except there might be an issue there. Okay, no. So yeah, I was thinking that you had to use a minor action to prepare a spell before you cast it, but that's in Acton Cthulhu.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
yeah, what's the difficulty on your spell? Is it just D1? Oh, it's just D1. Yeah. It's
yeah,
not
D1.
like Cthulhu. So it would be a 2 difficulty roll if you wanted to attack with a spell.
But if I otherwise I'm only able to stand up, right?
Correct.
This round.
Correct, unless you spent momentum to get another action.
Well, I just earned one, so yeah, I'd like to, because being on the ground also makes it harder for me to parry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a momentum to stand up, and I'm gonna cast. Wait, let's see what would be good against a vampire. Probably fire, but that's a little dangerous. Hell, why not? Boy, I don't want to set my room on fire while I'm locked in here. Although I could just stop, drop, and roll the vampire.
Well, I thought the door was wood, so it'll at least burn the door.
Oh yeah, I'll just throw him against the door and let it burn.
Somewhere in the next 30 to 45 minutes, it'll burn.
Yeah, it should be okay.
That would let the rest of us get into identify your body.
Yeah, so if I wanted to attack with my sword, I got a really shitty chance of hitting him, I'm sure.
What's your
melee's a 9.
Maybe that alchemy helm was asbestos.
And you do need because it is your second action in the round, you will need 2 successes with whatever you do.
And the let's see here, close range sorcery attack that does 2 damage, ignores armor. You can choose the element. What's the area? So it gains momentum spends. I'm not going to do that. I don't want an area quality.
No, because area will hit you too.
If it reaches maximum range to medium. So I except for the fire, which just keeps burning, I should be relatively safe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for lightning. I think that would be. It's an undead, so cold probably doesn't bother him. So yeah, I'm gonna go with lightning.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and make your
choose
sorcery
garlic?
roll.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go say again.
Make your sorcery roll. Difficulties 2.
Okay. Sorcery. Sorry. Sorcery. Where is sorcery?
It's under intel. It's under willpower.
Willpower. Ah, there it is. So hit that. It's 2 dice, right?
Yep.
Oh, rats.
Terrible roll.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I am really squishy. Any momentum spends to allow a reroll of 1 die or anything like that?
No, but there is I thought a fortune point. Maybe I think I'm thinking of Acton Cthulhu. So yeah, no, you're yeah, that's about it.
I'm just locked
Unless
with
you
this
wanted
to
to burn a fortune point to try to act again, but then your difficulty would go up 1 more notch.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Next.
And so Decius and Ulrich, you guys are in your room. You hear this. You hear Maleki's blood-curdling scream. Casting a spell does cost you 1 resolve damage. We got to remember to do that, Zarkosa. So on your mental, your resolve, just take 1 damage.
Yep, got it.
Okay. Not all spells cost 1, but that one does. So, Decius or Ulrich, who wants to do what?
Well, Decius. I mean, I don't know that Decius knows how. I guess he probably would know how doors work. Are the hinges of this door inside this room with me, or are they on the other side?
It opened inside, so the hinges are on the inside.
So the pins are accessible?
They are, yeah.
All right, well, Decius will take out his dagger and try to, unpin the door.
That's interesting. I hadn't really considered that somebody would do that. I'm trying to think.
Because we know how Ulrich's getting out.
Yeah, we do know how Ulrich's getting out. Wow, I'm trying to decide what would be.
Well, listen, if it's easier, he'll just grab a bench and use it as a battering ram.
Well, that.
So whatever you want to go with.
That would probably be. Easier. In which case,
Let's do it.
I'll let you do the minor action to pick up the bench. It would have been an athletics roll difficulty of 3, but I'm going to let you drop the step by using the bench, so make it 2.
Okay. So yeah, that doesn't change anything in the rolling, right? Right.
Correct. You had no successes, and you gave me a complication.
God damn.
The bench just falls apart and shatters in your hands into a bunch of pieces.
Well, that didn't work out.
Termites.
Damn termites.
You realize that the furniture is probably
It's all
a lot
props.
older than you really- Yeah, it's props, exactly. It's a
Made of
film prop.
Paper mache. God damn it. Looks so convincing.
Like the big rocks from 60 Star Trek.
You can see some of them bounce sometimes.
Watching William Shatner in Arena trying to push that giant boulder up the ledge, and it's like, and at one point he stops and it rocks back a little bit, and you realize that thing weighs about 1.5 pounds. All right, Ulrich, how would you like to proceed?
Well, that was my action, right?
Yeah, that was your minor and your standard. Yep.
Yeah, so.
All right. So Ulrich was mad as hell about being locked in, and he heard the pounding on the door and the scream. So he's ready to take action. Now, I have a quick question. This door is a wooden door with steel banding,
Iron. Yep.
iron banding, and I'm assuming that it's got some kind of does it have a lock mechanism or
It does.
that I can see?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to use my two-handed battle axe,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack the door. Essentially, I'm going to try and smash the lock.
Okay.
But if I take a big chunk out of the wood, then that'd be good too.
Make
But
a melee attack.
All right.
Oh wow, 2 successes with a critical, so that's a total of 3 successes, gaining you guys 2 momentum, putting you to 3. Roll your damage on your battle axe, sir. You had, holy shit. You had 6 damage with 1, 2, 3 effects. Which actually gets it, because the battle axe is vicious 1, does it not?
Yes.
Which actually gets
intense
9
and
damage.
vicious one.
So, you had 1 die that did no damage. You had 1 die that did no damage. You have no mercy, don't you?
I believe I do. Yes, I do.
Alright, so go ahead and just roll 1 die 6. So that we can re-roll the die that did no damage. It still did no damage, but that's okay. So you've got 9 damage on that roll. If you have Blood on Steel, you could spend one of your 3 momentum, and that would pick up an additional 3 damage based on the number of effects you roll.
I'm looking. Blood on Steel, yes, I do.
So that's your call.
Rolling for damage, you may spend 1 momentum. All right, so let's get this straight. If I spend 1 momentum, I add 1 to my vicious quality.
Right. And you rolled 3 effects, so that would pick you up 3 more damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. So this massive two-handed blow with your huge axe collides into the door and the locking mechanism, and huge chunks of wood hack away, and it starts to. You can feel that the door gave under your assault, but it didn't quite break through. You're thinking 1 more would probably get you through.
Wow.
Hell of an attack, though. There's you probably bent and rent steel bands, and you might even be able to see through part of the door. All right, next turn. I'm not going to take the initiative. Players get to go first. Who wants to go?
Does Mileki hear like the smashing sounds outside?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think what she's going to do is try to regain her composure again. I'm just going to use a fortune point to resist that trauma for the rest of the thing.
Yeah.
And what I have envisioned in my head is like after she recoils, like she maybe the bow is on her bed or something, and like she scrambles for it to take a shot,
Okay.
like point blank.
All right. So using the fortune point on that trauma, just so you know how it works, it doesn't make the trauma go away, but it does ignore all the effects of the trauma during the game. You still have to get healed at some point. If you hit 5 traumas, you're dead. But that's just how that works. So go ahead and make your ranged combat attack then.
Yeah, I think she just like hears Ulrich or somebody coming through, and so she's able to ground herself a little bit.
All right.
Here we go with
I like it.
the point blank ranged.
1 success with a critical success, garnering you guys a point of momentum. You're at a total of 3.
Okay.
Make sure if you didn't already, make sure you reduce your fortune point by 1.
Okay.
And I guess roll your damage dice. 3 damage. Did you have I don't remember. Did you have a? Yeah, you had the accurate talent, right? Which lets you reroll damage dice that don't do any damage.
That's correct.
You had 2 damage dice that did no damage. How many ranged weapon?
I have 2.
2, so you can reroll 2 dice.
Okay, so just
roll 2
d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that got you a total of 6 damage.
Awesome.
Which he does have some armor. Mileki, you pull off what can only be described in your mind as just an excellent shot that would have killed most people. And when it strikes him, the arrow barely pierces.
Oh man. I have this image of her like scrambling for the bow on her bed and like leaning back on the bed and firing into him.
Yeah, would have killed most lesser men, to be sure.
Shit.
Now why did it do that? That's weird. I adjusted the health bar on this one guy and it adjusted him on both. Why would it do that?
They're twins. Did you duplicate the token?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, so I gotta copy a new token over. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. I was trying to be all ready to go, and whoa, that's a little token.
No battle plan survives contact with the enemy.
That's the truth of it. I can't expand him. Alright. right, so that is...
It's like one of those pulp images with like the bikini-clad woman being swarmed by dwarves.
Yeah. All right, there we go. I think we're up and no, it put the other guy back up to 11. Well, shit. All right, I'm just gonna have to do it manually then. Darn it. It's probably because it's whatever. I'll figure it out later. Okay. All right, no problem.
By the way, sorry, Jim. They're coming for the pretty girl first.
That's okay.
Who wants to go next?
I guess I'll go. Zarkosa, after he got up and his spell fizzled, he is starting to get uncharacteristically mad because he's got this degenerate creature of the night in front of him, and he's, a studied demonologist and has explored the dark side of nature, so he's ready to put this thing down. So what does a fortune point do prior to casting? Is there anything I can do about adding a...
Yeah, what a fortune point does on an action is that it automatically adds. Oh, you know what? And I apologize. You can do it before or after. Well, we'll figure. Sorry about that. A fortune point spent automatically adds 1d20 to any skill test.
Mhm.
It automatically counts as a 1, no matter what.
So it's a hit no matter what.
No matter what, it'll be a 1, which is going to get you 2 successes, and then you still roll your normal 2 dice.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
There's a handout too that explains it that
Okay.
I found helpful. So anyway,
Yeah, I'll have to find that. So a reducible fortune point and down to 1.
Okay.
I am rolling sorcery.
Difficulty's only 1.
And let me think about this. I think in game he's so pissed off. His judgment's a little clouded. He really wants to punish this creature, so he's going to, instead of this lightning, he's going for fire.
Okay.
And it's going to be sorcery, 3 dice, correct?
Correct. Oh, no, just 2 dice, because the 1 die is an automatic.
Already at 1, yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. 2 successes with 1 critical success makes 3, plus the 2 successes from the fortune point makes 5. You only needed 1. That pumps your momentum way up to 7, just like
Nice.
that. So you can roll now. Real quick, let me just make sure I got my effects straight here, if that makes sense. Because you've got it has incendiary automatically because you're using fire, which incendiary sets the target ablaze, gains the burning condition for a number of rounds equal to the number of effects rolled. At the end of the target's turn, it suffers damage dice equal to the incendiary figure. Any effects rolled do additional damage and increase the number of rounds the target is aflame.
Nice.
So at the end of his turn, he's going to roll 2d6 because it's incendiary 2 on a fire attack. He's going to roll 2d6 for additional damage. If no additional damage is rolled, it goes away. But you have 7 momentum to spend. So you can... The only real momentum spend available to you that makes any sense, because I don't think you want to set your whole room on fire, including you. You could spend momentum on Tenacious. You can spend up to 3, which would add... you can spend 1... It's 1 momentum per point. So you could spend up to 3 momentum to add up to 3 to the incendiary effect.
How does the Sorcerer's Might play into this?
Sorcerer's Might you would use as a mental attack on your next
Next round.
on any other combat attack during this combat.
Okay, so all right, so we've got 7. Why don't I use 2
Okay.
momentum to add 2 more dice? So if I click the damage die up here, do I get to add more?
Well, the incendiary doesn't add any additional. Am I reading that right? Let me double check. I think the additional damage is done at the end of the turn.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can
So it
spend it. You
doesn't
don't have
add
to roll
any
for
additional damage now, but it adds additional fire damage over time.
that. Okay, so I still have to roll for the damage,
We'll
though.
still roll
so-
for damage. You got it.
All right, and it's just the blast of elements.
You did a. Oh my god.
Is that good?
Now you only did 3 damage, and it
Uh-huh.
does ignore armor. But you rolled 3 effects.
A 2 and a 1.
You rolled 3 effects.
Fuck yeah.
Which means that the spell has incendiary 2. 2 times 3 effects is 6. And then you added 2 more to it. So this guy's going to take 8 fire damage dice at the end of his turn.
Nice.
And it'll last up to 8 rounds. Or more if
Jeez.
additional effects.
All right.
Jeez.
Human
Nice.
Torch.
Good to have a wizard.
Flame
flame
on.
An inhuman torch, sorry.
He was pissed.
Okay.
Okay,
then.
I marked 1 off a resolve, and that's the end of my turn.
Yep. All right. Very good. I'll just move over to Ulrich. Ulrich, what do you want to do? Sharif, are you okay? We lost you for a minute.
You lost me?
Yeah, you were on my screen. You were gone.
Oh. I heard
You were there.
everything.
Oh,
I think I
weird.
heard everything.
Okay.
I don't feel like I missed anything.
All right. Weird. All right. Ulrich, you taking another swing at this door, I assume?
Betcha.
All right.
What else is there to do at the moment?
It's true.
Long rest.
All right. Make your melee attack, sir.
Yeah, I gotta open up my sheet again. Opening and closing stuff so you can see is...
Gotta get those dual monitors.
Yeah, it's no joke. Oh. No luck.
Oh no.
Rolled an 18 and a 19. Straight failure there. Okay. Decius?
Yeah, we'll have another go.
All right.
Um,
Are you physically attacking the door, or are you just trying to burst through it?
I mean,
Hey, can you guys hold up a second?
Yeah.
Sure.
sure.
I kind of hate to do this, but I'm gonna spend a fortune point
To re-roll the dice?
to... Well, it says before or after I can add 1 d20.
Correct. Which is an automatic 1, which would gain you 2 successes.
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
I'll reduce my fortune points by 1.
All right. Very good. That gives you a point of momentum, so roll your damage on the axe. Uh, 7 damage with
Oh.
2 effects is a total of 9. Your battle axe, with the damage already had done previously, your battle axe cleaves through the door. The locking mechanism shakes free and falls, and the door rebounds against its frame, and the hinges squeal as it swings inward. That was your standard action. You have a minor.
I don't know if a minor... I don't know if there's anything I can do.
Well, you can move into the hall. It's a different
Right.
zone.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I will do because I can. I'll move. And if I remember the map you gave us, the little sketch you gave us, Maleki's room is straight across the hall from me.
Correct.
So I'm just going to move to that door.
Attaboy.
All right. All right.
She's the one who let out the blood-curdling scream. I hate it when my blood gets curdled.
All right, Decius.
You had asked me, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, sorry. You had asked me a question about whether I was going to barge through the door
Yeah,
or attack it. What,
were
in
you-
game terms, what does that amount to? Is it
I guess it's a difference of whether you want to try to physically attack the door to do damage to it, which is basically what Ulrich did, or if you wanted some other, like if you were just, trying to pull a Conan the Barbarian and just try to heave your way through it type thing.
Yeah, my question to you would be: is like one like an attack roll, and the other is a strength check? What's
Yeah,
the difference?
the attacking, it's just a straight melee attack, difficulty
Okay.
1, nothing different than normal. Whereas the other is an athletics test, and it's an extremely stout door, so it's a difficult.
All right, so we'll just attack the shit out of this door.
All right,
I think that's probably the best.
all right. Melee attack with the Acheronian short sword, I assume.
Yeah. Have at you, door.
That's a very Decius thing to say, by the way. One success with a. It'd only be better if you were telling Buttercup to charge the door. One success with a critical makes a bonus of 7 momentum. You may roll your damage, sir.
Okay.
You did a total of 5 damage with 1, 2, 3 effects on the short sword, which gets you a total of 8 damage. Now you had 2 dice that did no damage whatsoever. You have the No Mercy talent, yeah?
Yes, I do.
And
I will show this door no mercy.
you have you have at least one other melee talent, I think.
I do.
Okay, so you can re-roll both those dice if you like that didn't do damage.
Wait, just let me
Just
make
roll
sure I didn't
2d6.
misspeak. Yes, I do have 2 melee talents.
Okay. You
Okay.
have No Mercy and what? Blood on Steel?
Yes, blood on steel.
Okay,
So 2d6 is coming
real
up.
quick before you roll that.
Oh shit.
Well, no, I'll ignore that because I'll just ignore that because I hadn't brought this up because we're going through mechanics. Because you have blood on steel, you can also spend a point of momentum to upgrade the vicious on your short sword.
Yes.
Okay.
Got to get through this door, man.
All right, so that's 6 momentum. I said that was 5, 6, 7, 8 damage plus 3 is 11. Now re-roll your 2d6.
Okay, here we go.
2 damage makes 13. With an effect, you had Vicious 2. So Sir Decius with... How does Sir Decius hack through this door with a short sword with one single swing?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm wondering the same thing.
I would think your ensorcelled Acheronian short sword, maybe it hacks through the iron hinges, and the door, as you step back, the door just kind of falls inward with a boom on the floor.
Yeah, and afterwards, Decius himself is in shock, and he just looks at the Acheronian sword the way Conan looked at his Atlantean sword when he first found it. Like, ooh, whoa, what the hell was that?
Or the way Thorgrim looks at his hammer after he knocks down the column.
Exactly. Like, I didn't know I could do that.
Amazing.
And then he will run to Zarkos' room.
All right, very good. So you're in the hallway. All right.
I see how it is.
My vampires are going to attack, and then you guys do have 6 momentum. Should you want to make any additional moves after that? All right. So he will start with the one at Maleki. I am just going to give him a. Ooh, I know what we're gonna do. We're going to. Well, I'm gonna roll a d4 and ignore 4 to decide what attack he uses. Of course, I rolled a 4. Go figure. Number 2. All right. Frenzy blows. Swings a heavy fist at Maleki and completely misses.
Oh wow.
All right. Zark. Ooh, this guy's about to be in a really bad way. All right, Zarkosa. He is going to lean in and try to bite you. And he is successful. Now, you have a sword and a dagger, do you not?
I do. Both
One of
with
them
parry.
you have parry?
Yeah, both of them have parry.
All right, so you may make a parry action. It is your second action of the round, so your difficulty is increased. You would need 2 successes on your parry roll to avoid this attack. To fend it off
question,
with your
Jim.
weapon.
All right, and that's
Quick question, Jim.
let's see here. Parry is that. Oh man.
Are you sure Zarkosa wants to parry this?
Can he?
Yeah.
Because
Can he-
being a vampire is like every goth kid's like wettest dream, isn't it?
Now,
But he also might set me on fire.
Oh, that's a problem.
can he? I
I
don't
may have.
understand all the rules on momentum, but can he use 2 momentum to get another D20?
Absolutely. You can buy up to a total of 3 D20s at 2 momentum per D20. You guys have 6.
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy another D20 because I only got a target number of 7. So,
And you need 2
Odds are-
successes.
and I need 2 successes, so
Yeah.
it's going to be 2 dice. So it's going to be a 4 total D20s, and I got to roll 2 7s or below.
Oh, are you buying 2 extra D20s?
Oh, I guess. Oh fuck! What other way can I get out of this?
Burn a fortune point for an automatic 1, giving you 2 successes, but I don't know how many fortune points you have left.
I only got 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll. I'll roll standard, and
Well, how many momentum do we have?
You have 6.
Well,
so 2 get me an extra die.
Correct.
yeah,
All right, I guess I'll.
4 would get you another extra die.
I don't. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, spend 4. Fuck it.
All right, fuck it,
Like
fire.
I don't think you want to get bitten.
Well, I don't think so either. Although Sharif has a point, or Kyle, I can't remember who said that. Okay,
Don't use
So-
it, you lose it.
that's right. Here we go. So I'm going to do parry with 4 dice, correct?
4 dice.
Oh, come on now.
2 successes.
Wow.
Look at
Oh,
you
man.
go. All right. You fend off the vampire's teeth.
Nice.
All right. Now I have
Like
to,
his knife, he holds up his knife and it goes clank against his teeth.
Yeah, he tries to bite me, and I just put a knife in his mouth.
all right. I have to. His turn just ended, and because he's on fire, I have to roll 8d6 of fire damage.
Nice.
8d6. Holy shit.
Oh my god. 3, 5, 7, 8. He takes 8 fire damage. And because it's fearsome, it is both physical and mental. Oh my god. This is
Dude.
brutal.
You are a beast. That's awesome.
I'm only a beast when I'm a beast.
Which means he takes a wound and a trauma. Fuck.
I love this image of Decius busting in, and there's like a dead vampire on the floor.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay.
Gosh.
You guys have 2 momentum if anybody wants to burn it for an additional action, or we're moving to the next round.
Well, I guess let's save the 2 we got, but
Might need him.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Next round. Well, shit. Blue guy he's fucked no matter what. There's nothing I can do to stop that, I think.
He is screaming, right?
Oh, I'm sure. Actually, no, I can do that. That's easy. He spends. Well, he's got a. Well, no, that's not an action. He can do it at any point. So actually, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Or does he not have it? Ah, shit. All right, he's gonna die no matter what. There's just nothing I can do about that.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
it's a matter of when.
Oh no, there it is. There it is. I do have it. All right. I spend 1 doom, and This is not an action, it's a doom spend. I spend 1 doom. His form, blue guy, turns incorporeal for a second. The fire goes out. And then he reforms. But it's still, you guys still get to act, because I'm getting low on doom and I don't want to take the initiative. So who's going first?
Well, if you guys don't mind, I'd like to try to finish this asshole off.
Go for it.
So, Sorcerer's Might, is that a minor action?
No, it's an attack, so it takes your standard action.
Okay. So that does a damage of 5, but it's not persistent like fire.
No, but you did do that attack. That fire attack did a massive amount of both physical and mental damage to him. He has a wound and a trauma, so he's in. I mean, even though he put himself out. I mean, his white gaunt flesh is all scorched. Most of his hair is burnt off. There's maddening fury in his eyes, so he's pretty messed up.
All right. Well, I'm going to give the Sorcerer's Might a try here.
Okay. So this is just a persuade attack.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
Oh no, I don't like that. I only got a target number 10 on that.
Mathematically, on 2 dice says you should succeed.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas. Let's see. I think, you know what?
I think you've got a 75% chance.
With the 2 dice.
Yeah.
All right, I haven't tried this yet, so let me give it a try. You guys persuaded me to do the persuade attack. So let's see what happens. Just the 2 dice.
Yep.
I'm going to blame it on all of you if I don't roll this.
Listen, I didn't say shit.
Yeah,
there we go.
18 and a 17.
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, Ulrich, he's got another door in front of him.
Yep. Das Axe?
So, well, I think so, because when I look at the
Isn't the-
door, it basically takes a rudimentary key to lock, right? It's not a slide.
Correct.
All right. Whack away. Here we go.
All right. Melee attack, difficulty 1.
Oh, man.
Those successes.
Oh,
Wow.
How do I miss a door?
Well, I think what it is you're missing what you're specifically targeting. Okay, who wants to go next?
Okay, so Maleki is like scrambling on the bed. He's like trying to hit her with his fists, I guess.
Right.
I see her like going off the other end of the bed, in between the bed and the wall, and like trying to draw back her bow and fire point blank into him again.
All right.
Gotta open the old sheet.
Do you have something that?
Like a point blank kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking
Or
if there's a. I don't remember what you had the accurate talent which lets you re-roll.
Mhm. My other one is marksman, like I can aim.
Yeah.
Minor action.
Yeah, it uses your minor action to gain you a point of momentum. Which I mean, you have a minor action to use, and you have in this kind of situation, it's hard to use it for much of anything. So if you wanted to use that just to give you a point of momentum on the
Sure.
attack, that's fine.
Sure,
All right,
that's an
so
extra
you got-
die then.
Oh no, it's just a point of momentum that you can use
Okay.
on the attack. You'll probably end up spending it on extra damage die or something.
Gotcha.
So, but all right, go ahead and make your to hit roll. 2 successes, gaining momentum, so that's 3 in the group pool. Yeah, your damage dice. You did a grand total of 4. You have accurate. You had 2 dice that did no damage. So you have accurate marksman, so you can reroll 2d6.
Okay. Oh fuck.
That's a pretty good damage roll considering most of your.
Woo!
You picked up 2
Alright.
more damage. So that is a total of 6. And then you've got 1 momentum specifically that you can use on this attack, which momentum spend in combat, you can roll 1 more bonus die if you like. Actually, this would probably be better for you. You can spend a point to get penetration that ignores 2 armor soak.
Let's do that.
All right.
would like
So
to
because he has
penetrate this
4
man.
armor, that reduces it to 2. You did 6 damage, so he absorbs 2, 4 going through. Second arrow poking out of him. This one definitely had substantially better effect. All right, my guys.
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go, Decius. I'm sorry. Go
It's
ahead.
okay. Guess it's time to hit a door.
All right. Melee, sir. Two successes with 2 criticals. That's 4
Ho, ho.
successes. You only needed 1. Puts the momentum up to 6. Roll your damage, sir. 6 damage with 2 effects makes a total of 8. You had 2 dice that did no damage. Before you re-roll those, did you want to spend a point of momentum on blood on steel to get you
I
more
do.
damage? All right. So
Yes,
that
I
puts you
do.
to 5, and that gets you 2 more damage up to 10. And then roll your 2d6 that did no damage. 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh,
This Acheronian short sword is a universal door key.
It really
That's what it really is.
With so much success on the hinges before, and you go for the same move, and your sword cuts through this iron like it's butter, and the door tilts and falls inward. You have a minor action left.
there goes the security
I'll
door.
step in, man, and
Move into the room.
actually wait just a minute.
Okay.
How much momentum do we have left?
You have 5.
Oh, shield bashing this guy.
Yeah.
Shield bash!
Well, technically he's in the next zone, so you'd have to use your minor
Okay.
action to move over.
Minor action to move.
Okay.
Now shield bash?
Well, my guys get to attack first, and then you guys
Okay.
can spend momentum on additional actions if you like. But I definitely see the shield bash in his future. Alright, I am going to make a roll for this guy to determine. I want my... No, advanced roller, go away. I just want the basic roller again.
What a shitty day for this guy. It's on fire and they get shield bashed.
Alright. He knows what he is there to do. Where's my... How do I get the simple roller back? I opened up the advanced roller, and now I'm stuck with it. Alright, whatever. Alright. He bares his fangs at Decius. God, this is really frustrating. I want the advanced roller to go away, but I don't know how to make it do that.
What is the advanced roller? What is
It
that?
opened up this really big dialogue box where I can pick all the different types of dice and how many I want and everything.
Okay.
And it's just more cumbersome. All right, so he makes a mental attack, bared fangs at Decius, and Decius is unfazed. His attack was unsuccessful. All right.
Doesn't affect me. I've been seeing Zarkosa throw these kinds of tantrums for years.
Hey, Hachi,
Yeah.
on that window for the dice roller, if you look all the way to the bottom, there should be a thing that says simple roller.
Oh, you know what? It's hidden by my taskbar. Thank you so much.
And you can click on that.
That was very helpful. I appreciate it. Ooh. Maleki, you just got clubbed
Oh.
with 3 successes, so it's going to be a total of 8d6 of damage. Now I need the advanced roller back. Damn it. Go figure. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the number 11 on the to hit chart?
Number 11 is a torso.
Do you have armor there?
2.
2. Okay, well that's good. Because he did 6. So
Holy shit.
you take 4 vigor damage. More to the point, he had 5 effects. So he knocked you to the floor and you have stun 5.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, Malecki just got clubbed in a major
Just
way.
got like knocked out.
Wow.
Pretty much, because if that just resolves on its own, that's around his 10 seconds. So that's almost a full minute that she just got knocked out.
Wow, that's brutal. All right, so she's in the corner, in between the bed and the wall, and this guy's just beating on her. Oh my.
You guys have 5 momentum. Who wants to take additional actions?
Theseus does.
Do it.
All right, you're going to shield bash this guy.
Oh, so hard, I hope.
Okay, that's a melee attack difficulty 2. Only 1 success. So yeah, unfortunately, you do not hit.
Okay.
You guys have 3 momentum left. If someone wants to make an additional attack.
What's it?
Yeah, I need to get rid of the guy that's in my room. I think. So we're down to 3 momentum, right? And it would be 1 momentum to go.
It would leave you with 1 if you were to attack again. Yep.
Would it be how? So it's how many momentum for an extra move? 2.
2.
So only one person can make an extra move right now.
Correct, unless that person generates more momentum on their attack.
So I think it might be better for Ulrich to spend 2 to attack the door again with
Well, yeah, you're knocked down.
his
aren't you?
two-handed sword.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to go.
Okay. All right. So melee attack difficulty 2.
Okay.
Oops.
Two successes with a critical, which gives you 3 successes, bringing the momentum up to 2.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. That's what we needed, bro.
Yeah. Roll the
Yep, good
damage on your
shot.
2-handed sword. All right. 5. Now this thing. Now this is really interesting. You did 5 damage with 1 effect. The 2-handed sword has vicious, does it not?
Correct. Yes.
So that is 6 damage. You did have 3 dice that did no damage. And you have what? You have 3 melee talents?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Okay, so you'll be able to re-roll those for free to get more damage. Now, here's the point of discussion. You guys have 2 momentum left. So you have blood on steel. You can spend a momentum to get an additional point of vicious on your sword. That will net you at least 1 point of damage, maybe more depending on your reroll dice. But if you do that, no one else is taking another action this round.
Yeah.
Well,
Since
I'm not doing shit, so I say go for it.
That's right. So, well, since I get to re-roll 3 of my dice, I'm not going to use the momentum. I'm going to go ahead and just take my free rolls,
Okay.
and that will let Zarkoza make a move.
Okay.
But I do understand. I got to get through this door.
All right. So roll 3d6 for me. You picked 1 additional damage. So, all right. Well, you whack into the door.
It's not looking good for your girl.
Zarkosa.
To heck with it. I'm burning another fortune point.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
To take another action?
Um,
Or what are you doing with that? I'm sorry.
no, I'm not. I don't see how I could make that work.
Okay.
Because if I use the fortune point for another action,
No, but what you could use the fortune point for is a retroactive 1, an additional die, which is a retroactive 1 on your attack roll, which would garner 2 more momentum.
yeah, but I don't see how that would help me now.
Okay.
All right, no, I'm not going to spend it.
Okay. All right. Zarkos is going to burn the last 2 momentum to attack again.
Yep, fire again.
You're going to use your spell.
Yep, I'm gonna use my blast of elements.
What's your vigor at, Maleki?
Vigor, I have
is
2 left.
I'm sorry, how much?
2.
Okay.
all right. Yeah. So that is a sorcery. Sorcery.
Yep.
2 dice.
Difficulty is 2 because it's your second action.
Right. Okay.
2 successes with a critical get you guys 1 momentum.
Nice.
Roll the damage on your spell, please.
Blast of elements.
Which one were you using? Were you using
Fire.
fire again? Okay.
Yeah.
Q Beavis somebody. All right. So it did 2 damage with an effect, which it's got incendiary 2. Which means at the end of his turn he'll take 2 dice 6 of fire damage. Excuse me. Unless you wanted to spend a point of momentum, you guys have 1 to move that up to 3, or you can leave it there.
I'll leave it there.
Okay. All right. He is yet again on fire. Not as bad as he was before, but he is on fire. You guys are down to 1 momentum, so we're at the start of the next round. I am going to spend 1 doom and seize the initiative with yellow.
Okay.
He is going to try to bite Maleki,
Okay.
which Maleki can't parry or anything because she's stunned, so
Right.
here it goes. What do I do with what am I supposed to do with a complication in this situation? He did have 2 successes.
She's wearing a garlic necklace. He didn't realize.
Maleki, what's the number 6 on the whatchamacallit?
6 is left arm.
Left arm. Do you have armor there?
I do. Oh no, I'm sorry. 0.
0. So you take 2 vigor damage.
Okay.
So your vigor's at 0, right?
It brings me to 0.
But you had 2. Correct.
I had to. Yes.
Yeah. So you don't take a wound. However, he has now grappled you, and as a free action, he is going to feed from you.
Oh shit.
Which gains me 3 doom.
Ooh. Such a cool scene.
I am going to. I'm giving up on blue. That poor bastard's done for. All right, PCs. Who wants to go?
Okay, so in order to resist any of this, she would have to make a discipline roll, right? And it's going to be multiple rounds?
At difficulty 5, yeah.
At difficulty 5, okay. Oh, because it's all got to be in one shot.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so I think what happens when you go below 0 vigor?
You take a wound every time you take damage.
Okay. So I think what I would like to do is she can't take an action. There's really no hope of her resisting this.
Yeah.
In any constructive way. I think I'm going to burn a fortune point to regain my vigor.
Yeah. I get it.
I don't know how that plays out narratively, but maybe she's got her hands on him and is trying to wrestle him off. She knows that she's not going to be able to get him off of her, but she's fighting with every scrap.
Inner reserves of strength.
Adrenaline, baby.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, so burn your fortune point. How many does that put you at?
Puts me at 1 fortune point.
Okay. All right.
And-
yeah, take all your vigor damage away.
Okay.
You're still stunned, of course. Who's next?
I think Decius should take a stab at this vamp.
Literally.
Quite literally, yes.
All right.
Macaronian short sword.
Yep.
For the win.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong spot. 1 success, which is all you need. Roll your damage, sir. It is 4 damage with 3 effects. The vicious one gets you a total of 7 damage. His armor is 4, which means he takes 3. He had 0 vigor left. He already had 1 wound. He just took his 2nd wound. As you hack into him, he gives one final scream, and his as he starts to slump to the floor, his body just dissolves away as if by the ravages of time.
Amazing. Nice work, gentlemen.
Wow.
Decius, you have a minor action left.
Maleki. Well, he'll look Zarkosa up and down, see that he's not bleeding, or maybe he'll say, "Are you bitten?"
No, I escaped that fate.
Quickly, the others. And he'll book outside.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Well, Ulrich should take another swing at this door.
Okay. Battle axe or two-handed sword?
Well, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, frankly.
Want to know both hands.
Two-handed sword, I guess.
Okay. All right, melee 1. One success with a bonus critical success gets you to 2 momentum. Roll your damage, sir. Oh, wow. 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 effects for a total of 12, which would have almost put you through the door if it weren't damaged. But that net effect is that takes the door out. You have a minor action left.
Into the room.
Into the room. All right. Zarkosa, you've got your actions because you haven't acted yet.
So Maleki's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Is the vamp still feeding on her?
Yeah, narratively speaking, we would say so. The minor action certainly can get you into the hallway, and then and then you can kind of position yourself anywhere in the hallway you want. If you wanted to move into the room, that would absorb your other action. But your spell has a range on it, does it not?
It does. It's medium.
Yeah, so you could cast a spell at it.
What would be a good one here? Well, we know fireworks on him. Do I know? Do I know if I have to be careful since he's in proximity to her, or?
Only from the standpoint, I mean, mechanically speaking, it only could cause them damage if either you gave it the area effect, or if you not only missed but rolled a complication on the attack.
Right.
So, mechanically speaking, it's not very likely. From the standpoint of narratively, I would think that your sorcerer is pretty confident in his ability to not hurt his friends with a spell. Or I don't know if they're your friends per se, but
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with, again, a little reckless here, but I'll go with what I know works, which is fire.
All right. Sorcery. And yeah.
Find my
Difficulty
cursor.
1. Two successes, gaining a point of momentum. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Hold on. There we go.
2 damage with 2 effects. And that thing's got incendiary 2, so that automatically puts him up to incendiary 4. And you do have 3 momentum if you wanted to add to that at all.
One will give me 1 extra die,
Correct.
or 1 extra effect.
Yeah, one extra damage. It would one would get 1 extra damage die when he rolls the damage from the fire.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just do 1.
All right, so he's at incendiary 5. All right,
And
perfect.
we've still got 2 left, right?
You
Okay.
still have 2 left. That's correct.
Excellent.
Is that everybody's move? I think that's everybody's move.
I think it is everybody's move, yeah.
At this point, I can use a fortune point to get another major action, right?
Well, you have 2 momentum.
Yeah, but I thought that we do that after the bad guys get to act.
That's true.
This way, I can take it before.
Oh, but he
the
already
bad guys-
acted.
What?
He already acted. I spent Doom to have him bite and
Oh.
feed off Maleki.
That's right.
So he's done. Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think this through because all right. Let's I'm just trying to decide because if the round ends, then unless you spend Doom, we get to act
Correct.
first. But I can't trust that. I don't know how much Doom you have left. So,
Oh, I'll tell you. I have 8.
oh well.
Because he fed off Maleki and got 3 more.
I'm going to use my momentum to attack with my two-handed sword.
Use the sword to get through the door. So
Oh,
this would be.
I'm sorry,
axe.
my axe.
That's fine. Melee difficulty 2.
Oh, God, jeez, man, I am a broken dick today.
Oric's having a little bit of trouble. Jeez, these guys. Okay. All right. I am going to spend next turn. I'm going to spend 1 Doom to seize the initiative. He is going to bear fangs at Ulrich. He succeeds. Ulrich, do you have courage?
Did we lose him?
Ulrich?
Where do I look?
Oh, it's in the stress and harm section above the armor. It's
Oh.
right above the armor chart.
Right above the armor. I have 2.
Okay, so he bears his fangs, and I mean, yeah, if you were a lesser man, it might be a little scary, but you're not worried about him. He succeeded, but he only did 2 damage, and you have 2 soaks, so it didn't do anything.
Cool.
Well, so that sucked. Okay, who wants to go?
Oh, let me ask you a question though.
Yeah. Oh shoot, he takes hold on. He has to roll his fire damage.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
About that.
That's gonna suck. Alright, 5d6 fire damage. Alright, well fortunately it only did 2. It only did 2. And, okay. Alright, sorry.
So I have a question. I've got this courageous talent,
Okay.
but that's for a discipline test. I don't understand. For every point of discipline focus, you gain 1 courage soak. So I don't understand how that talent works.
Okay, so anytime you make a discipline test, you can roll any given d20 that doesn't get you a roll you want. The second part of that is automatic. It's passive. That's why you have 2 courage.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
No problem. All right, who would like to go?
I'll go ahead and make my discipline roll, I guess.
Well, at least the difficulty's down to 4.
Yeah.
You need 2 1s to pull this off.
Ooh. What does that mean?
What?
Oh, it's it. All right, so I got one success, but it says one trauma,
Oh, no,
zero treatable.
ignore that. Don't
Oh,
worry
okay,
about that. It's something they built into the character sheet that doesn't apply.
gotcha.
So one success you needed four, didn't pull it off for you.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Um,
Well, Decius and Zarkosa still haven't gone.
that's true. Go, you guys. Do it.
Decius, do you want to first
Sure.
shot?
Clobbering time.
All right, so minor
Right.
action, move into the room.
Yep.
All right.
And cold Acheronian steel
All right.
up the belly.
Melee difficulty 1. 2 successes with a bonus success immediately gets you guys from 0 momentum to 3. Roll your damage, sir.
Boy. Yeah, boy.
Oh, 7
Yeah.
with an effect is 8. You had 2 dice that did no damage, so that's 2 dice that you can re-roll.
That's happening.
You also have the option to use your talent to spend 1 momentum to
Yep.
add a point of vicious.
Made 3, I'll spend 1. That sounds like a good deal.
All right, so that automatically picks you up 1 point of damage. There's 9, and re-roll your 2d6. Oh,
Take that,
yeah,
you undead bastard.
your Acheronian steel. I mean, because this guy's got multiple arrows sticking out of him. He's been burned by Zarkosa. So he was getting a little rough as it was. But your Acheronian steel sinks into him through his whatever natural toughness these things seem to have that seems resistant to weapons. He lets out a horrid wilting scream as his body melts away and disappears.
Oh shit, that's
Feed.
cool.
Back to the pits of hell with thee.
So Zarkosa wanders into the room and meekly states, "I judged poorly. She can't be trusted."
Duh.
I judged poorly too, Zarkosa. These people have no honor.
All right, so you guys can take a moment to,
How's Maleki?
yeah, well, taking a minute to, Maleki's going to come to literally after about a minute. Any vigor or resolve damage you have clears. You go back to, but if you have any wounds or traumas, those stay.
All right, so I would get the vigor back, but the trauma stays.
Yeah, the vigor and resolve comes back, but the trauma stays. That has to actually be physically healed between adventures, or not mentally healed in your case. But you did use a fortune point that cleared the effects of it, so at least your mental die rolls are not increased in difficulty.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't know if you guys are doing it the minute that she's incapacitated, but I envision her sort of like struggling on the floor, partially armored, and badly beaten, disoriented, and maybe tears in her eyes. And she looks down, and she was bitten, correct?
Yes.
Okay, in the arm, and so she's sitting on the floor. I would say in shock, looking at her arm and looking around at everyone.
So Zarkosa, he actually is pretty good at the intelligence stuff with healing. Pretty good at counseling. It doesn't look like I have any spells or equipment that would help with that task. But I mean, is there something I can try to help her out with?
Well, from the standpoint, the answer to that question is yes. In the middle of adventures, you can make a counseling roll to try to heal her trauma. Doesn't really do us any good here.
No.
So from the standpoint of what you might know about, she's holding her arm out with the bite mark. From the standpoint of what you might know about that would be a lore test.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
I would think difficulty 2.
Okay. Any momentum?
You, the combat scene ended, so you guys dropped down to one momentum.
Okay. That doesn't do me any good. So yeah, I'll do a lore test to see what the effects of this bite would be going forward.
Okay. Oh,
Oh wow.
two successes with a critical is three, which gives
Nice.
you a bonus momentum.
Wow, look
You,
at the big brain on Zarkosa.
I know.
um, from what obviously you've never come across a vampire before, but in your studies, uh, vampires not common. Uh, are not a common creature in Hyboria, and no one really knows how they come about to exist. But what you do know is that while he bit her, um, which which empowers him and provides him more ability to power his own abilities, he did not anoint her with feeding her his blood, so she's in no danger of anything happening to her.
So
That's a
she like
good piece of news.
she scrambles up, I think, without before you tell her this, and she like grabs your collar and like pulls you in, and she's crying, and she says, am I undone?"
No, no, my fair lady, you are safe. You're safe. He did not complete the ritual. Rest
Oh,
in
thank him here. And thank you. And she looks around the room and is like wiping tears off, like pretending like she's not crying or whatever, and maybe like pulls her armor on a little more securely. Uh,
Friends, this is welcome news, but unfortunately, we have to plan to fight out of here now.
I welcome it. And she like starts gearing up immediately and like knocks an arrow. Um, and she says, "Who do we kill first?"
It's time to find the queen.
Let's make for the stairs.
All right. The stairs go up and down. You know the last time you saw her, she went up the stairs. You know that you don't know what levels are above you. You know below you is a couple different levels, including the feasting hall, the ground floor, and the stairs also went down below that. But yeah, that's what you know of the layout of the place.
But her rooms have to be up the stairs so she can lord over everyone. That's
That
how
makes sense to me.
powerful people
I
are.
I already know the answer to this question, but escape or revenge? Which will
These
it be?
disgusting Hyperboreans
We,
deserve
s-
to die.
we still have to find the future wife
That's
of
true.
Wolf Nordson.
Revenge first, then.
All right.
Really, if we kill them all, we will find the bride to be.
There's nothing more epic than the idea of killing everybody in this tower. I love it.
just let
uh,
me set it on fire.
which way, up or down?
If only Buttercup was here. We would love this.
Ulrich's heading up.
Oh, about that meat that you guys ate during dinner. No,
Oh God.
not a lot of farm animals in, in
Oh
Hyperborea.
God.
All right. Did I hear up? I think I heard up.
Ulrich wants to go up. Just
We're
heading
going up.
up.
All right. As you trod your way up these steps, the next level up, the stairs open up into a curving hallway. This hallway, from your guesses, it looks like it wraps around the outer edge of the whole level, and the steps continue to go up. Um, there are on the inside part of the hallway towards the center. There is a door. that you see from your current location, and whether or not there's more around, you would have to walk through to find, obviously. But so there's one door on this level, and the stairs continue upwards.
Um, I don't know. You guys just want to clear level by level? Or do you want to go all the way up?
I think. Well, if we don't, we leave possible adversaries at our back. Um,
Sure.
on the other hand, if we have to fight our way all the way up to the top, then the queen will know we're coming.
Hmm.
Well,
I,
do we
I,
have an idea how tall
what
this
I'm,
tower
what
is?
I'm, what I'm, what I'm afraid of. I don't know if time is of the essence, because what I'm afraid of is that the queen is keeping her youthful appearance by feeding on Nordsen's bride.
Indeed. Perhaps we attack at full strength, and then
Do we have an
fight.
idea how many more levels there might be? Like, how tall is this tower?
That is a very fair question. I would say that would be a difficulty one craft test.
Oh
That's
boy.
under intelligence. I don't know who's good at that.
It
I'm
might
very
be.
good at that, actually.
Zarkosa, how tall is the tower?
I got a 13 for that.
I have an 11.
What does the experience and focus mean there?
EXP is expertise.
Oh, expertise. Okay.
Expertise adds to the attribute to make the target number. Focus increases the range of critical successes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I got a 1, 0, and a 13 for craft. That's probably pretty high. For
Yeah,
what
so you have a versus Maleki, you have a higher um, success number, a higher target number. Maleki's got a better chance of getting critical successes for momentum.
uh-huh. Well,
Hmm.
can we both do this?
You can. One of you can choose to roll one die as an assistant. The other person rolls two.
And if Maleki rolls his one die, does that his expanded successes apply to that?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Does that sound like a good combination?
Sounds like a good combination to me.
Because largely what you're doing is you're estimating. As we
Correct.
rode up to the tower and you saw how
Right.
tall it was from outside and what
Right.
you've seen inside, you're making an estimate.
Right.
Correct.
Right. If only real life had to have D20s when you do this stuff. Okay.
I considered writing a novel where the world, everything
Operating
is
with
operated with a D20. Like literally everyone has a D20. So like the heroes walk into the cave and go, and they see a couple orcs, and they say to the orcs, "Okay, we're going to try to sneak by you now." And then they roll a d20, and the orcs roll a d20, and the orcs go, "We don't see you," and the heroes just walk right by them.
Sounds
that
a little
Star
like a
Trek
Piers
episode.
Anthony.
yeah.
Ugh.
All right, here we go. 2 successes.
Oh, all right.
Right.
Maleki had one success as well. So there's um, I know why it's doing that. It's because you have the trauma and it's a mental roll, but your trauma's been effectively treated. So anyway, all right, that's fine. Whatever.
I see. I see.
3 successes. I only needed one, so that gains you guys 2 momentum. You're at 4. Uh, you're you think you're on the next to highest level. There's probably one more above this, based on the fact that it is a tower and the levels seem to be shrinking slightly as you go upward, and based on just how many you've come up versus what it looked like, the height of the interior ceilings and everything. You think there's one more above this one.
It would make sense that the queen's on the top level.
Hachi, look. It looks like that fortune point spend only removes the trauma for the current scene, not the rest of the game.
Let me double check that.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
I
just reading
believe
that in the
that's
handout.
true.
While we double check, it's okay to take a 5-minute for bio.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
please do. Back in 5.
Well, is it really shopping if they're free? All right, I'm back.
I am back.
Yes, it only overcomes the effects for the scene according to the rule book.
Okay.
But I'm gonna ditch that, frankly,
Okay.
because that seems like I think I know what they're going for with it. They're trying to create that pulpy situation where the hero's got 4 wounds and there's just no reason the hero should be able to, you know what I mean, to really
Yeah.
be able to continue to hang in there, and it gives you a resource to pull off that heroic final win. And I get it, but the problem is it seems like a really expensive use of a fortune point in a lot of cases. So to only have it last to the end of the scene.
What would be the effect of carrying a trauma, an unprocessed trauma?
A Well, until, like I said, until you receive actual healing, if you ever get to 5, you're dead. But the effect is the difficulty of any mental roll increases by 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm good either way. I mean, I'll play it
Yeah,
out.
I guess we'll leave it for now. Um, Rules as written, as it were.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That was a cool scene. Like them like busting through the doors and her getting just beat
Yeah,
and eaten. That's cool.
yeah, it was a little rough. Sorry to pick on you so much.
No, I think it's a cool story.
I'm back. Thank you.
No problem.
Hmm.
Hey, Kyle, for for
Yeah.
Sunday, if I'm trying to get my encounters straight with minis, if I give you maybe like 3 or 4 minis, not to print, but that you might already just have around,
Yep.
if you can bring them, that'd be great. Yeah, because I think I got a lot of the ones I need, but there's a couple that probably I don't.
Buddy, you send me a list of whatever you need, and I got you.
Okay.
So chances are, anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure these are all pretty, you know, appropriate for level 1 characters, so nothing crazy.
Oddly, the one thing that I don't have is medieval orcs, but I have.
Yeah, don't need those.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just
Uh,
we'll see. Yeah, but that'd be cool. Oh, I think we talked about it, but Sharif, we're looking at a start of about 1 o'clock. If
Oh,
he's,
okay. I think that's different than what I have on the calendar.
is that where we going morning before?
I don't know. Let me go look real quick. You say 1 o'clock?
Yeah, I think that might be easier for everyone instead of trying to.
Okay, 1 second.
I actually get to upgrade the FDM printer because I blew it up the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I wish I could say it about my Jeep because my exhaust blew up the other day, and
Oh no.
now I got a big paperweight in my driveway until I can fix that.
What happened?
It's just old. It's a 2011, and it just rotted out.
Oh,
It just needs a new one.
yeah.
No, it just
Yes.
fell off.
You know, Chicago.
Yeah.
1 to 5
Yeah.
is what I wrote, Jim. I'm sorry to interrupt if I interrupted
No,
anybody.
no, you're good.
1 to 5 is what we had said before.
1 to 5. Okay, excellent. Good. I'll try
Cool.
to keep it tight.
Um, just so you guys are aware, and I don't know when all this is going to happen because, I've got so much free time in my life
Hmm.
and I've got way too many games that I want to play. Obviously, after this, we'll get back to Acton Cthulhu for a while. But Roll20 did have Destroyer of Worlds 50% off.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
so I bought it for $10.
Cool.
Um, and that was the thing that was always holding me back from buying it is that I owned the physical freaking copy that I paid $50 for. Now I got to pay $20 for electronic, but I was like, for $10, I'm in.
Sure.
So I really now I think Thermo's the only person here who's played it, right?
I've never played the Alien RPG, so
Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Oh, perfect. Um,
I've never played it. I mean, I played Aliens with you guys, but I've never played
Yeah,
this
Destroyer
this
of Worlds.
Destroyer is a mystery. I have it. I've never read through it though on this purpose.
perfect. So I've got a master plan that will allow Thermo to play without being able to spoil everything. Um, it's going to be a little interesting at first, but that game has 7 or 8 playable characters plus a host of NPCs. So I'm not sure if we wanted to try to track down another player for whenever we decide to do that, just another person or so to add in. I don't know if you guys know anybody who's available in the time slot or anything like that. But the other thing is, Thermo and I, with another group, started the Colonial Marines campaign, and we got most of the way done. But there's a couple missions that we never finished, that we never played. So I'm also cooking up a way that would let us play those as a group, um, so that frankly, Thermo and I can get some closure on that
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So I'm thinking about all that. Meanwhile, of course, I have about the next 12 years worth of stuff we could play with Acton Cthulhu, and so anyway, there's plenty on the horizon. But
Nice.
all right, well, back to this.
Oh, and
And
then
go ahead.
while we're on an aside, you've got your convention next weekend.
Yes, next weekend I've got my convention, which means I have to work the day job Thursday the 12th. So we won't be back till Thursday the 19th, if I'm doing my math right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
All right. So we still have a question, gentlemen. I'll hold it. Ulrich wouldn't use that word. We still have this question. Uh, do we open this door quickly to just see it's locked? We haven't even tried to see if the door's locked. Do we open this door to see what's in here, or do we go up to the top level and take on the queen right now?
I say we go up, see if it's
Yeah.
the queen, and work our way down.
Okay.
Yep. I'm with you.
all right.
Go for it.
All right, so you guys continue up into the stairs, continue up the stairs as you begin to pass into the next level. It opens up into a massive room. The room takes up the entire level. There's several windows that look out into the wilderness below. This room is hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sorry, I had a cough. This room is lavishly furnished. Luxurious rugs and silk tapestries from Tehran, Stygia, and other far corners of the world. Um, there's there's um, there's a painting of Dusana with her sons, if that's what they really are, behind her. There is a sword on a placard up against the wall, or on hanging on one wall. There's tomes, there's jewelry, there's a lot to see here, but no queen.
Um,
No
okay.
occupants either. Just an empty
There's
room.
nobody here.
Hmm.
Maleki scoops up some jewelry. Seems like a fair price for nearly dying.
Make an observation test.
Okay. Uh, Gosh darn, where is that on my? Oh, here we
It's
go.
under awareness, I think.
Yeah. And do you want me to take that penalty for the, or is that automatically
Nah,
calculated?
don't worry about it. Just roll the 2d20. You add now. One thing about Conan is Conan. We don't play Conan the accountant. Okay, all
Okay.
treasure that has monetary value is just automatically converted into gold on the character sheet.
Awesome.
So 10 gold worth of you quickly scoop up about 10 gold worth of jewelry and whatnot.
Awesome.
I would just if it can be done quickly, I would like to do a lore test just to see if any of the books or artifacts in the room are
Oh,
significant
very
to it.
good. All right, yeah, make a lore test. Absolutely.
And okay, so that's lore, yeah.
Yep.
So lore.
Uh, two successes. So, unfortunately, I don't believe you read Hyperborean, do you?
Probably not.
Okay.
Zmoran, Echelonian, Gothic, and Metis.
Yeah, Shemetish.
Yeah.
Shemitish. So you can't read the language, but um, you recognize there are certain things you recognize as a sorcerer. Simply put, is the best way to put it. You several of these tomes seem to be some sort of journal. You recognize a couple, just as a quick toss, you recognize a few things. You recognize certain sorcerer symbols and whatnot that are written in them. With two successes on lore, you recognize the you recognize some Stygian writing, which you do not read Stygian either, but you recognize some Stygian writing as well as a symbol for Veles, the Hyperborean god of the underworld. So, yeah, you definitely find some books that have some value, perhaps, to someone who can translate them.
Does this look like it would be the library um, of the Queen? It's
Oh,
not a throne room, right?
oh yeah, no, it's this is. I mean, I'm sorry, and I I apologize when I described the trappings. I was too focused on the fact I had to cough. I mean, there is a huge huge thick soft looking four poster bed with expensive bedding as well as a couple chairs. I mean, this is clearly her personal space. And I should mention that one of those volumes is also clearly written on human skin.
Oh shit.
So yeah, you definitely found some books that would have some value to the right person if you can get them translated.
All right, I'll scoop up a few of the most valuable looking ones,
Perfect.
and um, I look at the rest of the party, and I ask, "Shall we emulate this place or immolate this place?"
I would like to look for secret doors first.
That is a good idea.
You can use either observation or thievery, whichever's better.
Is anybody good at this? I am not good at this.
I am good at observation. I don't believe I'm good at thievery.
Hold on a second. Let me take this.
Yeah, I'm not bad at thievery.
Let me see what I
She
can't
says
even
if she
find.
scoops up
Oh, thievery.
the
I'm
queen's
bad
jewelry.
at both, so
Yeah.
I'll just be adding doom.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I'll just stand around and watch you guys.
I've
Well, I
got
mean, if it's standing around, I guess I'll fill my pockets too with gold. But otherwise,
All right, I'll make that roll here.
All right.
Two successes.
Two successes. So no, there does not seem to be any secrets, doors, panels, trapdoors, anything in the room. But uh, with your two successes observation, you do note something very interesting.
Hmm.
Um, the sword that I mentioned was mounted like on a placard on the wall. the blade itself seems to be covered in frost, and the wall
Oh,
near the blade also has frost on it. But the hilt has no frost. Also, it's chilly in here, but it's not cold enough to produce frost.
What kind of sword is it?
It's a pretty standard sword in terms of games terms. It's just a
Gotcha.
sword, basically a one-handed weapon. Um, but you've never seen anything like that. As you look at it, you actually see the frost form on the blade and disappear, and kind of melt and disappear and reform.
Zarkosa, look at
yes.
this blade. What can
Oh,
you tell
that's
me?
interesting indeed.
Make a lore roll, Sarkosa.
You got it.
2 successes. Look at you go.
I know.
You believe that this weapon has been forged out of something that you've heard of, read about it somewhere. You're not very specific, but it's some sort of. It is an ensorcelled steel known as Hyperborean frost steel.
Huh.
It definitely has some added uh, 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 effects or something along those lines over just normal steel, but you're not sure what they are.
She looks around and she says, I am without a close range blade, and I am eager to dispense revenge. What say you? May I keep it?
It looks like a perfect fit.
She looks at Ulrich and Decius, raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, Decius is good with that.
All right, she pulls this thing off the wall.
All right.
Big door opens up. 10 vampires come out.
Fucking cursed as a vampire for a million years.
Wow, it doesn't have a whole lot of room there, does it?
Whoa.
I hear typing.
Yep. I'm adding it to his character sheet.
Become vampire for 1d4,000 years.
Yeah, that's right. Or there's shit. What do they call this effect? We're just gonna call it this. All right. So you see that on your character sheet?
I do.
Okay. So like most swords, it has a parry of 4. It only does 4 damage dice. Uh,
Okay.
when you hit an enemy with it, any effect you roll can be chosen to do either 1 point of stun or 1 point of frost damage.
Very cool.
So, which, if you use the frost damage, it's no different than them having vicious on some of their weapons. But so, yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
So while they were doing that, did Ulrich and I find anything, any booty to?
You can make an observation check and see what you track down that might be of value.
I don't want to give you an observation. Can't I just grab a necklace like Zarkosa did, or what?
The gold value is based on the number of successes you pick,
Okay, there we go.
you get, I should say. Yeah, Decius, I guess, is not really that. Wow, your observation must be really bad.
It's really bad.
You drop your wallet.
Yeah,
He's distracted by shiny things.
yeah. Decius really isn't sure what might be valuable. I think he probably picks up like a lead candlestick and thinks that this
This is
worth
good.
something to somebody.
This works. Okay. I'll take this.
Or, it's possible I looted all the good shit, too, because I came in here and I was like, oh,
That
Well,
is-
look, he took everything. Green Elf has eaten all the food.
Don't worry, I'll buy you an extra lance.
So where could the queen be? Queen bee? Where could?
I guess maybe downstairs.
Well, it could. Why? If well, I can only assume that down in the bottom of this tower is a dungeon.
Probably.
Maybe Nordson's bride to be is down there. I would be surprised if the queen is down there. Um, anyway, I guess we go back down to the door we saw before.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I don't know. As Arcosa's looking around, he still really wants to go all midnight oil on this bitch's bed.
I mean, I'm all for lighting this
Well,
place on fire.
Yeah, I
But
don't
we
want to
might
set
want
it on fire. Yeah, we
maybe not while we're in it. But
Well, flames go up, right? And this is the top.
well, yeah,
Uh,
go down too.
I was going to say, ask the professional firefighter
That's
how
right.
that
You
works.
did it.
Yeah, there you go. They go down too.
All right. Can I come back up here and burn it after we kill everyone?
you help yourself.
Okay.
All right, so you go back down to the next level to the next level because they have the door you didn't open.
Yeah, is the door locked?
It is not. It opens up easily.
Okay,
Um,
Ulrich will step in the room.
all right, you're in a bedroom. It actually has a fireplace which is not burning. It's not nearly as large as the queen's room, of course, because Queen's room was a whole floor. This you figure probably makes up about half of the space. There's a rug with a poster bed. There's some furniture and everything, but there's nobody here. It's probably double the size of the rooms you guys were staying in downstairs.
Hmm.
Should we toss it real quick? Look for secret shit.
Well, it wouldn't kill us, but
Let's do the rockstar routine on this place.
All right, who's got the best observation roll?
That's probably me.
So
Yeah,
why don't you
14.
roll two dice and then somebody else roll one die as an assistance? Okay, one success and I don't know who's got the second best.
not me.
Well, we know it's not Decius. I think Decius is a 6.
Probably Zarkosa and me just looting the place. Jim?
Jim, you there?
Hello.
Sorry, it dropped out for a second. Can you see the last part again?
What's your observation?
Oh, it's only 9.
I still
Well,
think
it's
you're
better
second
than
best in
mine.
the party.
Is that really?
Yeah.
No.
Roll an observation and only roll one die.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. 1 die, right?
Yeah. All right. So,
Yeah, I did get something.
as you guys
Oh.
look around, you realize that this room, while it looks richly appointed at a glance, it hasn't been used in who knows how long, years, decades. Like the rug on the floor, when you step on it, it treads to dust. The furniture is worm eaten. I mean, there's no one's been here in a long, long time. Searching the place, you don't really find anything. Uh, you find in one of the pieces of furniture, which like I said, it's worm eaten and it almost tries to crumble. You find a little bit of basic cheap treasure, but not much of anything. You guys find 2 gold worth of treasure. Whoever's
Okay,
taking
someone else
that.
can take that. Decius, go for it.
Well, it seems to me there's only one way to go but down.
Okay.
All right.
Agreed.
I'm in agreement. Did anyone mark down that gold? by the way?
Yeah, I just wrote it down.
Okay, cool.
Anybody else wants, they can have it. That's fine with me. But yeah, so the floor below this one is where we came from. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, we should be prepared to to run into their lackeys and men, but
Decius will take the 4
we
with
obviously
his
need to
shield
go.
up
Well, I
as
am
we descend
eager
the stairs.
to repay the insult once more.
I can only assume that maybe there's a dungeon or holding cells down below ground, although um, maybe we could still find the queen. Let's move.
All right.
All right.
So you guys head down.
Yeah.
Oh, and Zarkosa, don't forget about your Acheronian Moonstone talisman you've got that's on your character sheet.
Yeah, what is the shoot?
If
I
you
did notice that.
if you choose to equip it, your willpower goes up by 1 point. But
Oh,
every time you make a sorcery roll, you give me a point of doom.
oh,
Oh,
okay, noted.
But I
Noted.
mean that's the thing about magic in this game, right?
Yeah,
There's always a cost to it. Things that increase an attribute are pretty powerful, but there is a downside. Um, but just keep it in mind if you decide you need that little extra boost.
a little extra bump. Got it.
Um,
trying to make the sale.
yeah, that's right.
What do you use this discipline rules for? Is that just to like resist?
Discipline's mostly for removing things like stun, but there's a couple instances where you will roll it
Okay,
on other things.
okay. Just
Um,
curious.
so as
All
you,
right, so we go back down
yep,
to the floor where our rooms were,
yep,
and the carnage. We continue down.
yeah. The tower is suspiciously silent. You make it down to the next level, which was a general floor that contained some basic furniture like a bunch of bunk beds and that type of thing. And there's nobody here. As you make it down to the next level down, which was the kind of the feasting hall that had her throne on it. And there are other doorways, leaving from these rooms if you want to investigate. But again, there's nobody here. The place is quiet. Um, and the next level down is the ground floor, and the stairs continue down below that.
Hmm. Unusual. Well, we make our way to the dungeon, I would guess, floor by floor.
We need to see what's down there.
So you pass the ground floor, and the steps are circular. They spiral within the tower itself, and as you're going down, the steps actually straighten up, and they empty into a torch lit room that's about 15, 20 feet in each dimension. There is a dark doorway on the far side that seems to lead down into more steps. And then to the right is a closed, uh, iron banded wooden door.
How is this place illuminated? Torches?
Torches.
Hmm.
All right. Pick one.
Banded door.
Why not?
The
All right. He knocks an arrow and gets ready.
Ulrich tries the door. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
All right. So he cracks the door open, opens it 6 inches or so. Is it dark or is it lit?
It is lit. It is a. It looks like there's a long hallway beyond the door.
Okay.
Hard to tell how long, but it goes quite a ways. And there are torches every probably 20 feet or so.
Okay. So he pushes the door open.
Like I said, it's a long hallway. There are 5 or 6 doors set into one side of the hallway, and it seems to just come to an end, probably 60 or 80 feet away.
Well, could be cells. All right. So Ulrich will come to the first door. What does it look like? Is it wood?
It's wooden, again, black iron banded, and it has a window set into it that's got iron bars across it. Not
All
very
right.
big, probably a foot wide and 10 inches tall.
So he looks through the window. What does he see?
Make an observation roll, please.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have let one of you knuckleheads do it.
Ulrich's eyes melt. No.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. His observation is horrible. Oh man, that was a mistake. Sorry, guys.
I'm thinking of Robin Hood Men in Tights. I can see.
Oh, you had a success. Look at you go. um, so, as you glance inside, it's probably a 10 by 10 cell. And your first reaction, you see a half dozen, filthy forms, uh, mostly women, uh, tattered, filthy clothing, emaciated, that type of thing. But as you start to look at them, you realize that there's no reaction to the fact that you're there looking through this window. Um, they just stand, and they stand unnaturally. They're not. Their heads, their arms just kind of hang limply, head sagging. Um, Even in the dim light, their flesh looks discolored. Something is not right about this. There's a stench of death in the air.
Can I make a lore test on
Well,
trying to identify them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Zarkosa. I'm. Ulrich asked Zarkosa what he makes of these women.
And I'll tell you in a
They
sec.
look extremely sickly.
Do they have any obvious bite marks?
Um, Without a closer look, I'd say it's hard to tell in the light, but I mean, good old Zarkosa here had a whole shit ton of momentum gained. So,
Yeah, and is the door still open?
the door into the hallway is open, but the door to the cells are closed.
I never
Oh,
opened the door. I just looked through the little. We just looked through the little window.
got it, got it. I wasn't sure if it was a window. Okay, yes. So, yeah, I guess.
These are most certainly risen dead, either by sorcery, or that based on your basic knowledge of vampires, there's stories about those that they chose to turn into vampires that were not strong enough, and instead rose as some sort of lifeless undead.
Do you share this with the group?
I share it with the group, and I go, "There's nothing for us in this room. We shall
An
should go to
evil
the
most
next."
foul.
But
All right.
wait, and she grabs Zarkosa's shoulder,
Mhm.
and she looks through the window, and she says, "This could have been me. Surely we can end their suffering in some way."
And we can do that. Let's find our bounty first.
And she slowly nods, and maybe is watching through the window as everyone kind of walks off, and then follows.
Okay. Move up to the next door, but this time Ulrich's gonna beckon Zarkosa. Is Zarkosa or Malecki with the best observation? Malecki
That would be me.
Observation.
beckons Malecki to come and
Okay.
take a look.
Tra-
I
Traumatized
I
and
won't make you roll.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's definitely more of the same. Seems to
Oh.
be seems to be in general. There's, like I said, there's about a half dozen in the cell. 4 women, 2 men.
It is more victims.
Yeah.
Or-
Combination
All right.
of races. There's some Hyperboreans to be sure, but you think you see a Seer as well, and
So if we
maybe even Brythunians, Zamorans.
so if we go to the next door, we see the same.
We don't see anybody in here who matches the description of our girl. Do we?
No.
So we have how many doors did you say total?
Yeah, there's 4.
4. So there's 4 rooms full of undead. But they, man, Um,
So Maleki up in the front, I guess, is standing by Ulrich, and sort of like she's the one looking into all these rooms, and she says, "When we face the Queen, should I meet a similar fate, I would trust that you would end it."
I'm sorry. Were you just directing that nice drama towards me?
no, towards Ulrich
towards
Oh,
Ulrich.
okay. Because my daughter just called me, so I missed it.
or anyone really.
Yeah, but Ulrich turns and looks at her and says, "And the same for me, but first, after we exhaust all possibility of healing the hurt. But
Naturally.
these poor souls are beyond our help. Maybe it is time to have Zarkosa burn down this keep. But we still have the question, where's the Queen? I say we go back out and look at that other door. There was a dark doorway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
stairs, I believe.
Yeah, more stairs going down.
More stairs going down. We have to continue to investigate. It doesn't do us any good to do anything with these souls now. We certainly can't let them out, and we don't want to delay. They're not going anywhere.
By the way, that was such an Aliens moment. All I could hear was Hicks going, "If it comes to that, I'll do us both."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Ulrich's going to move to exit the hallway back into the other one.
Okay.
And head towards the steps going down.
Yeah, so it's a darkened doorway with steps going down, probably about a dozen feet. They're
If I look down, is it dark down there?
No, there is dim flickering light coming through the doorway.
Hey, I'm just trying to figure out if I need to grab a torch.
Oh, I got you.
All right.
I'm thinking marching order. I'm in the back, Zarkosa in front, and then the boys up in front, big boys.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Works for me.
All right.
So down the steps.
Yep. So you guys, come out into a huge hallway. I mean, it's very, very long. Built underground, solid stone with a red runner that runs the length of this hallway. There are a handful of flaming braziers, flaming braziers.
That's funny.
Cause a flickering light. You hear voices as you come in, and you can see Queen Dusana down all the way at the far end. She has a beautiful but strong-looking Asir woman chained to the wall, and she shouts to her Hyperboreans. They've killed my sons. Kill them while I finish my ritual.
Oh shit!
Smiloknar.
So,
Stupid.
let me drag you guys over onto the map. You guys see the map, right?
Oh yeah. What are those distances?
Yes.
You guys are. Get you over here, Zarkosa. There we go. So you guys are in this zone right here. There's a line right here that goes top to bottom. So this is the second zone, which is where the first set of Hyperboreans are. Then there's a third zone right here. Then there's the last zone where she's at the far end of, and the last two Hyperboreans are also in that zone.
So is she 2 zones away or 3 zones
She
away?
is 3 zones away.
which makes it long range.
Yes,
Okay, and medium range is the middle part,
correct,
and then short range is there.
correct.
Can we see what kind of weapons her minions are holding?
Oh, the clubs, swords, the normal stuff.
And they're just minions. They're not.
They look like some of the Hyperborean warriors you guys faced upstairs.
Yeah,
Got it.
we had dinner with. Maleki,
Yes.
how good are your archery skills? They seem
She
to be
smiled.
excellent.
Why, thank you. And she like knocks a arrow and then out of game. I'm the range on this hunting bow. It says range C.
That doesn't seem right. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
there's M and C, and so I think sometimes it like I have M for my melee weapon. So
Yeah.
that's definitely not medium range.
No, that's a mistake. Hold on one second.
C must be close range.
Yeah, C is close range, which is the same or next zone. Ah, there's missile weapons. Hunting bow. Okay, hunting bow has C, which is close range, so it's same
Okay.
or next zone.
Okay.
Oh,
She
For a
smiled.
hunting bow?
wow.
Yeah.
I don't understand the logic of that.
Oh well, it is what it
Because there's
is.
better bows in the game.
But a hunting bow.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
very primitive hunting bow.
Yeah, like something
She
I would
made it
make in my
herself?
backyard
Yeah, that's
in
right.
under 20 minutes.
Who wants to go first?
Well, she looks back at Ulrich and she says, "I will need to get closer, but it would be my pleasure to kill her." And
I think you should take. We will engage these knuckleheads. You should take every. You should take every advantage to try and press the attack on her.
it would be my pleasure.
All right. Ulrich's not bashful about moving forward.
All right.
So if I move one zone forward, I can engage one of these two
Absolutely.
idiots.
You want to go at yellow or orange?
Well, it's a little hard for me to tell the colors on here, but the orange is at the
Top.
top and the yellow is at the bottom.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to go yellow. I'm going to go right-handed.
All right. Which weapon are you attacking with?
Two-handed sword. Got to pull my sheet back up.
I just realized I have to track this by hand because I had discovered that my little cheat sheet wasn't working in game.
Is this the music from the movie?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I thought I recognized it.
I use all the music from. I've got the extended soundtrack by Basil, which is very, very long. Basil Polidorus, and using Audacity, I rip all the scenes I want.
That's awesome.
This is the orgy scene with
Yeah.
the big bowl of human stew.
Yeah, it is.
They're all painted up in black and white, body paint.
All right.
Wow, look at that. All right, so you had actually 3 successes, gets you to 8 momentum. Do your damage, sir. Actually, it's 7 momentum because you guys lost one for the scene change.
Oh, okay.
But
Does it always work that way?
yeah, in Conan, every time you switch scenes, it drops 1. Holy mother of God. 9, 10,
Nice.
11, 12 damage.
Oh,
He has 1 armor.
This is the signature move that we never named.
You did more than 5 damage with a hit, and you took out all his vigor with a hit. You did 2 wounds. You killed him in a shot.
Plus, I get a
That's
wound,
awesome.
don't I?
What's that?
I give a wound, he gets another wound because I have killing
Oh,
strike.
because of killing strike. Well, he can only take 2.
Well, I gave him one extra one just for the heck
How
of it.
much red goop do you want to turn one guy into? Jesus. Okay, well, he's dead.
Again, straight down through the top of his head to the crotch, and he falls to the left and right in 2 pieces.
That's
amazing.
all right. Next.
Theseus will go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go last in this round.
All right, so you're going to go straight for orange, Decius? Is that the plan?
For Equilonia and for King Conan.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. So you hit. All right, roll your damage. 5 damage with 2 effects gets you to 7 damage. You do have plenty of momentum if you wanted to spend 1 to up your vicious by 1.
Yes, please.
All right, so that drops you to 6 momentum, gets you to 9 damage, and you have 2 dice that did 0 damage, so you can reroll those 2. 1 and a 3, so that gets you 10 damage. He has 1 armor, so you just barely missed killing him with 1 shot. But he does take a wound. Your Acheronian sword just bites through his meager armor and into his flesh, and he's bleeding terribly. He's in really rough shape.
Feel the bite of my fang.
That's right. All right. You said you were going to go last, Maleki, so Zarkosa. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so minor action to move up 1 zone,
Perfect.
which now puts me within medium range of her, right?
Correct.
So now, can you stack momentum when you do a spell? Like, you do spend momentum on more than 1 attribute for the spell?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, we have 7 right now?
You have 6.
6. So I'm going to have to spend 1 to increase range to medium. I'm
Yep.
going to do lightning.
Okay.
Because that should stun her. I'm a little confused on. I know what bursting element means. That's gain area quality. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Tenacious. What is that?
Tenacious adds persistent or incendiary if it has fire. If you're doing lightning, it'll add persistent, which basically means that for every effect you roll on the damage dice, they will continue to take that many damage dice worth of lightning damage at the end of their round, at the end of their turn.
Excellent. So I'm going to give that a try.
Okay, I will now using if you want to use bursting element for area, that would also hit Freya in that zone.
Well, I'm not doing bursting. I was
okay,
asking. Okay. I was just clarifying that.
I got you. My mistake.
So yeah, I think. God, maybe I want to do fire. I'm just talking to myself because we know fire works for the vampires, and I'm just looking for resistances. I know fire. It's incendiary quality. Yeah, so I'm going to do 1 range of medium.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend two. So I'm going to do incendiary and range to medium. So that's 2 down on the momentum.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll it.
All right. So sorcery attack. Difficulty 1.
Oh, even with the second monitor, I still got to scroll okay. Can I buy 1 more dive with 1 momentum too?
2 momentum would buy an additional d20.
All right. Well, she is the big bad, so if I do that, then that's a total of 4 momentum out of 7, right?
Out of 6, which would leave you guys with 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to buy 1 more die to roll 3.
So 3d20.
And we might get some critical hits, so we get the momentum back up. Okay, here we go.
You had 3 successes with a critical, which is 4 successes, which puts your momentum back up to 5.
Nice. Okay.
All right, so roll your damage dice, please. You did. Oh, that's awful. You did 2 damage with no effects at all.
Oh no.
So what does that do?
It does 2 damage, and that's it.
So does my persistent go away then?
Yeah, it doesn't even work because you didn't roll any effects.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Nothing I can do about that now?
No.
What about a fortune
no,
point?
you can spend. I'm sorry. Hold on. Is there, guys, help me out. Is there a momentum spend that lets you reroll damage dice? Yes. You can spend 1 momentum to reroll any number of damage dice.
Well, all of them.
Okay,
Right?
you can, yeah. So just hit the damage button on that thing again.
Okay. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Jeez, the big bad. All right, where blast of elements? What the hell?
Oh no!
She laughs and says, "Pathetic sorcery."
Oh, son of a! Sarkosa just starts to cry with his hands.
Oh, Sarkosa shooting blanks.
Oh,
All right.
should have practiced on that bed first.
Yeah.
So who are we left with?
Malecki.
Lucky.
All right, sprint forward 2 zones and then aim at the big bad. That's my
Okay.
action.
All right. All right. Very good. You guys have 4 momentum. If anybody wants to take another action.
Well, gentlemen, do you want me to loose an arrow before I get swarmed here, or what's your thought?
I mean, can I try another
I mean,
attack?
you guys have 4 momentum, so it's totally up to you guys how you guys want to spend it.
What do you guys say?
I will say this, just to give you a piece of information. Decius did a hell of a lot of damage to the guy he's fighting. So
Okay.
a single attack from him would probably finish that guy.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. If he finished that
too.
guy,
Then we just all move.
and
up
then
closer.
Malecki, if you fire off your shots, and then I use 2 momentum.
Well, that would use the last 2 momentum if she fires too.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys have 4 momentum. To
I'm
spend.
confused. Malecki moved.
I moved
oh, did
forward.
You moved forward. That used up your actions, right?
Yeah.
You put yourself in range of those 2 guys, though. That's a little
Yeah,
scary.
well, I mean, no risk, no reward here. The problem with the hunting bow is it's close range, so, which I didn't necessarily realize, but that's okay.
All right. If you do nothing, they're going to attack. So,
Yeah, well, I mean,
Probably
no
attack
matter
well.
what I do, they're gonna get in some swings, but that's fine. I mean, if I can survive one-on-one being sucked dry by a vampire, I like
All
that.
right. You guys do what you're going to do. You can use up the momentum if you want. Go for it.
Well, this guy over here by me is almost dead. If you want to kill one, or just let me hit him, or whatever.
It might be better and mop up that guy.
You want to shield
Okay.
bash him, Decius?
You know I do.
Okay.
Do it.
Really do.
All right, melee attack, difficulty 2.
Okay.
Screen. 2 successes with a bonus puts you guys at 3 momentum. Roll the damage on your shield bash. 3 damage. You had 1 die that did no damage. We'll reroll that one with your no mercy.
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead.
So it's 1d6, yeah?
D6, you got it. Get you 4 damage, which is enough. What does that look like when you bash?
That
it
is a
with your
punch in the face with the edge of the shield.
Fractured skull leaking, brains leaking out on your shield.
Yeah, he just crumples into a heap on the ground.
I love it. I love it. Except I forgot the bad guys get to go before you guys use extra actions, but too late for that.
Oh, shoot.
now.
I
It's
forgot
my
that,
fault.
too.
It's my fault. You guys, I'm just gonna let it play out. You guys have 3 momentum if one person wants to take a second action.
I think I'm gonna let loose a volley on the big bad,
All right, so you're using a volley and you aimed.
and I aimed.
So you've got what? 1 bonus momentum to use, correct? You get a bonus d20, and the volley effect. Wow, that's a lot all of a sudden, isn't it?
I was told to press the attack.
You were told to press the attack. You're pressing. All right, so reduce your low to 1 by 1.
Yep.
And so that means you've got 4 d20s on this attack
Yep.
with a difficulty of 2.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
No.
But I do
4
get to
successes.
Oh, whoops! It didn't scroll down. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can still re-roll that 19 if you want to try to pick up another success.
Yeah, I'd like
Alright,
to do that. So
go for
roll
it.
another
Roll the D20.
raw d20 here.
Yeah. I picked up 2. That's 7 momentum. You're back at 7 momentum. Well, no, you're back at 5 momentum, but still, you're down to 1. All right, so roll your damage. You get, you're going to get 1 bonus damage die. So that was, wow, that was 5 damage. Roll your extra bonus damage die because it doesn't, the thing doesn't account for that. All right, so that's 7 damage. Then you had 1 die that did no damage, and you've got the talent to let you re-roll. So if you want to re-roll that die,
Okay.
so
No,
that
of course.
gives you 8 damage. And last but not least, you have 1 momentum that you generated on the attack that you can't use for anything else. So you can
damage?
You can roll another damage die if that's what you want.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, so you did 9 damage to her with a shot. Oh, that's gonna piss her off.
That's awesome.
All right, that was, yeah. You sink an arrow into her back as she turns to face Freya, who is starting to wake up, and
You Hyperboreans disgust me.
you inflicted a wound. Look at you go. You don't know what you just started.
Well, again, I was told to press the attack.
Yeah, you were.
I just thought you'd use a little stealth and stay behind us a bit.
So she's. Oh, where's my basic roll again? She's doing something. So she's not doing anything. Now you have a sword equipped now, right?
I do.
All right. So first Hyperborean attacks you with a sword, and he does have 1 success, so you can roll a parry attack for free.
Okay, so I just roll the
Just roll
melee.
parry. You need 1 success. Parry. It's under
Parry?
agility or coordination.
Oh, actually, my parry is much better than my melee. That's cool.
good to know.
All right.
2 unskilled successes. You only needed 1 to block it, which generates a
Okay.
point of momentum. So yep, blocks that attack. The second Hyperborean comes at you with a cudgel. He does hit. Now you used up your free parry. So if you want to try to parry this attack, you can, but it'll be difficulty 2, and it gives me a point of doom, or you can just take the damage.
I'll just take the damage.
All right. What's a number 6 on the D20 slot? On the
Torso. Or, no, it's a left arm.
left arm.
0 armor.
No, 0 armor there. All right. Ooh. Ouch. That's 5 damage.
Ooh.
With a knockdown effect. So he knocked you on your ass. Because you took 5 vigor damage in 1 hit, you do take a wound.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be seriously fucked up at the end of this adventure.
Well, you're a brand new starting character, so let me tell you,
Yeah.
the experience earned in the first adventure or 2 does a lot to extend what your characters can do. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it'll be, depending on how you spend your XP, it'll be substantially different. Next one. Top of the round, you guys have 6 momentum. Who wants to go?
I think
Lucky needs cover like right now.
Yeah, Ulrich's gonna move up and engage Blue.
Okay. 2-handed sword or battle axe?
Same weapon, sword.
Okay.
Let me pull up my sheet. I closed it so I could look at something. Oh, I'm crying out loud. Come on.
Two successes with 2 critical successes. You're at 9
Oh,
momentum.
wow.
All right, do your worst, sir. It's going to be pretty worst. Now Ulrich's getting the numbers.
There we
Holy
go.
shit on a shingle.
There we go.
10 with 3 effects. It's 13
Oh.
damage. His armor's 1.
Wow.
Whoa.
Brutal.
Just annihilated.
We need to get you up to her.
God. Okay.
Another overhead swing straight from the top of his head all the way through his crotch, and he falls in 2 halves, left and right.
All right. All right. Next.
This is like that scene in Rogue One with Darth Vader in the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theseus will move up to that other guy.
All right. Go for it, Decius.
I guess it doesn't matter where he's standing. Does it?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's all within the zone, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. By the way, what's
Clear
everybody's
map
time
on the
constraint? It's 12:43. Well, 11:43 your time.
I'm wide open, but it's usually Kyle. You usually have clients today, don't you?
Probably
Yeah, I got to find it in a little bit, but yeah, I can go till we finish this fight.
All right.
Okay,
Melee
she's
1. 1 success. You hit. Perfect. Roll your damage, sir. 7 damage with 1 effect makes 8. You had 2 dice that did no damage. Also, of course, you can spend the 1 to up your vicious. That'll get you to
For
9
sure.
damage. Perfect.
We have enough momentum that I can do
You have
that.
tons of
Oh, yeah.
momentum.
You guys have tons of it. So you're at 9 damage, and you had, like I said, you had 2 dice that did nothing if you want to reroll those.
Doing it now.
Okay. 9, the 4 is nothing. 9 plus 2 makes 11, minus 1 armor. Oh, man. You took away all his vigor and gave him a wound, but he's still alive.
Roger that.
Alright, so Zarkosa or Maleki?
I'm going to aim, minor action.
Well,
And
your minor action is standing.
Oh, my minor action is standing? Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
Then
you-
I'm going to minor action stand and what is better here? I guess I'll just take a shot then.
Alright,
Alright.
go ahead. Difficulty 1.
Alright.
I have a question. You did a volley last time,
I did.
so how does that use up one of her loads?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got I'll do another volley.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, which gives you the bonus d20 and plus 1 damage. Roll your 3rd die,
Okay. Oops.
because the volley gives you a bonus die.
Oh, alright.
Alright, well, it missed. Or it was not, but you still hit, which gains you 1 point of momentum. Roll your bonus damage die from the volley. No effect there. So you did 5. You had 1 die that did no damage. If you want to you had 2 dice that did no damage. So re-roll those 2 for your talents. All right. Well, that
There
picked
we
you up
go.
6. All right. So that. Nice. Okay. Thunk another arrow into her, and she is not particularly happy about it. I'm going to steal the initiative before Zarkosa can go. Sorry,
Okay.
Zarkosa. I'm a bastard. You can hate me later. She stops what she's doing and she turns and shouts to you and she shouts, "Stop! You are powerful champions. Join me. Everlasting life, power the likes of which you can't possibly imagine. Together we'll rule Hyperborea and then all of the world."
Okay.
All right. Well, that took a turn I didn't expect.
That's pretty good. Next.
Let's go after Conan.
I would sooner die. And then she says, just like your sons.
Yeah, that's right. She silently intones very well. With her action, she is going to spend a doom to clear all of her damage.
Oh boy.
Now, and that's it. That's all she's going to do.
Well, she should have told us she could do that before she made her offer. She should have said, join me or I will clear all my damage.
Wait, is that offer still on the table?
Is that offer still up there? Is it too late to change our minds?
Zarkosa, your turn.
All right. We
She
got
wasn't
7
speaking
momentum,
for the
right?
rest of us.
You guys have 9 momentum. You plan.
9 momentum.
Burn her.
All right, let's light her up.
So
Oh.
minor action, move into range,
Well,
or are you going to stay
Yeah.
back there and spend momentum and do it at medium range?
oh no, that's right. Minor action move into range. That makes sense.
Okay.
Momentum. Forgot about that. And yeah, we're gonna do fire again with persistent quality.
All right.
And I'm gonna buy another die. So that's 3 dice.
Okay.
Oh wait, you know what? Is this does equipping the moonstone require a minor action?
It requires a minor action.
Yeah. Alright, I already done that. So I'm gonna go ahead with roll sorcery, 3 dice.
Okay.
Three success.
Puts you back at 9 momentum. All right.
Now
Did you want to spend additional momentum on the spell itself?
yeah, for the damage.
Do it.
For the what, the incendiary quality?
Yeah, right. It
All right,
didn't
you
seem
can
to-
spend up to 3,
which would give it 3 rounds of burning.
which would give it 3 more damage dice on its burning dice.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so that puts you at 6 momentum. Roll the damage on your spell, please.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh, 2 damage with no effects.
What is happening?
Oh, man.
You can
what do you-
spend a point of momentum if you want to re-roll.
Yes.
How
What-
do you want to re-roll? 2 dice or all 3?
All right. So give me how. What determines the effect? Like, what do you have
If
to
you
roll?
roll a 5 or a 6, it gets an effect. So
Alright.
you can re-roll just the 2 dice that did no damage. That way you keep the 2 damage. Or
I would do that.
you can re-roll all 3 and hope you get effects on everything.
Oh, I only get 3 dice.
You only get your damage dice is only 3. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I
But
bought one.
well, no. What you're buying is the damage dice on the incendiary effect. But you have to
I
get
see,
an effect
I
for it
see.
to work.
Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll all 3 again.
Okay. All right, so put you at 5 momentum. Roll 3d6, or just roll the damage again. Oh, you did perfect. All right. Oh, look at that. 3 damage with 3 effects.
Nice. Okay, finally.
The spell doesn't seem to affect her.
Oh,
However, you've just hit her with a ridiculous level of incendiary damage that's going to stick around for a long time, and I'm going to have to deal with that, damn it. In fact, before anybody takes any secondary actions, I'm going to spend a doom to clear the incendiary effect. So she laughs at you. You engulf her in flames, and she just laughs at you as she kind of pats herself out, turns to mist for a second, and then it goes away.
for God's sakes.
You guys have 5 momentum if anyone wants to go again.
I do for sure.
Do it.
Shield bashing that guy.
Shield bash, you know it. Smile.
Ooh, only 1 success, which is a failure with a critical failure.
Oh boy.
It's not
Do you have any fortune points left?
good. Mm-hmm.
You could use it to re-roll any number of d20s. That's up to you.
Why not?
Or actually, I take that back. You could also use it after the fact to give yourself an automatic 1, which would make the attack succeed. But there would still be the complication. Up to you.
Let's just do a 1. I mean, a reroll entirely.
Okay, that's fine. All right, burn
All
your
right,
fortune
Odysseus, make it happen.
dice. 1 success. Needed 2 to succeed, so he is still alive.
How much momentum do we have left?
3.
Somebody take a shot if you like.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
go for it.
I'm kind of terrified of what you can do to us.
Ulrich will use his battle axe and attack the guy.
Okay, all right.
Gotta pull up my sheet again. I put it away.
Difficulty
But I need
is
2 successes, correct?
Correct.
All right. Come on, come on. Baby needs a new pair of shoes.
1 success.
All right. That's enough of that.
All right. Next turn. Let's spend a doom. I'm taking the initiative.
Of course you are.
She moves into your zone.
Ooh.
She is going to bare her fangs at Ulrich.
Huh. What did I ever do to her?
That's what you were going to do. All right, she had. Let's see, combat numbers. Oh, yeah, she has success easy. It is 5 damage dice. She only did 3 damage. You have courage, do you not? How much courage
I
do you
do. Courage of 2.
All right, so you take 1 resolve damage. More importantly, you have stun 1.
So I'm basically stunned for 1 round?
Correct, unless you can manage to clear it on your turn as a minor action.
Okay.
All right, 1 through 4. Ignoring a 3. Ignoring a 3. Oh my God! What the heck is that? Decius. All right, I'm spending a doom to take initiative again, and Decius, she is casting a spell on you.
She did that the minute I walked in, baby.
That's right. All right, well, that's 2 successes with a complication. I'm just going to throw you guys a point of momentum for the complication. But the 2 successes gains me a point of momentum as well. Decius, you need to make a discipline check. Difficulty is 2. Oh, 1 success. No good. But you did take away her point of momentum. You can feel her. You feel
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I was muted and talking. Hold on just a
Sorry.
minute. I do have 1 fortune point left.
You can spend that fortune point for an automatic 1. That'll give you 2 more successes.
I don't know what she's doing to me,
Yeah.
but I don't think I want to let a full-blooded vampire just have her way with me like that, so I think I'm going to spend it.
All right, burn it. All right,
It's
burn it.
gone. Sorry, lady. You can play at that game.
Does get you a point of momentum. She hisses in anger, and I can't. Not a 3. Oh, hisses. That makes sense. Hisses in anger. Spends a point of doom, and swings a fist at you. God, another complication. I'll only give you guys the point of momentum momentum for that.
She's taking a swing on top of everything else by Mitra.
Yeah. What's number 12 on the to hit chart, Decius?
Torso.
Torso. I need the advanced roller for this because it's 8 dice 6.
Go ahead and punch my breastplate. I'm cool with that.
Well, she does. We're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reroll 4 dice.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Well, it didn't work out as well as it should have. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 4 armor there?
4 armor, and is parry a thing for this?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. So that may not even use my doom now that I think about it for what I did. All right, so go ahead and you can make your parry attack. You need 2 successes to parry it with
Okay.
either your shield or your sword, whichever one, doesn't matter. Plus, you have a parry talent, don't you?
I think I have a lot of parry going on,
Yeah.
so I have a parry talent. So
You
maybe I have
had
to-
4 successes, which gains you 2 bonus momentum.
Yeah, baby.
She is
File that up.
furious at you.
What's the matter, girl? Remember when I said you were hot and you walked away from me?
She
Yeah,
leans
that's
in
funny.
to bite, and she hits.
Still coming, huh?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Roll if you have a parry, you can go for it.
I do have a parry.
You need 3 successes.
Get that
Oh
shield
my-
up, baby. Can I use momentum to buy
You
a
have
die?
6 momentum. If you want to spend to
6?
buy a die, it's 2 per die.
Yeah, let's give me an extra die.
Okay. All right. So that puts you at 4. 3 dice. You need 3 successes. Oh no bueno!
Oh, it
and a
didn't work out.
complication.
Yeah, I had to run out sometime.
She bites you. She sinks her fangs into your 4. What's the 4?
4. That is. Oh my. No, it's my right arm.
Your right arm. She sinks her fangs into your right arm.
Foul creature.
A mere 2 damage. It doesn't even get through your. 3 damage. It doesn't even get through your armor.
Thank
But
God for Aquilonian steel.
do you have courage?
Yes.
How much is your courage?
2.
All right, you do take 1 resolve damage because you've never been attacked in this kind of way with this much force and evil. The attack was successful. She did cause damage, even though it wasn't physical; it was mental, which means I can spend 1 doom to grapple you, and then drink your blood to gain 3 doom.
Get your undead hands off me.
She's out of attack. She can't do anything else.
Well, so is she grappling right now?
Yeah, she technically has you grappled. Correct.
Oh, so her bite also grapples?
Yeah. It's like she's latched onto you.
Gross, get her off me!
So, who wants to go? I think Decius was the. Was Decius. Who was left to go? Zarkosa was left to go, wasn't he?
Yeah, I am left to go.
All right, go
I've
ahead.
completely lost all relation.
Okay, so the spell didn't seem to work on her, but the fire did. Is that what I heard from you last time?
Well, she kind of shrugged it all off so far, but yeah.
Right, because she was able to extinguish herself and everything. Well, I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to try to use lightning on her,
Okay,
to stun her, and give it persistent.
very good.
And
How much persistent did you want to give it? You can spend up to
just
3.
1 momentum
Just
and 1 momentum for an extra die.
It'd be 2 momentum for an extra die.
Oh, so total of 3.
Decius with his armor makes a nice lightning rod.
So
Yeah.
If you do all that, that drops you guys to 1 momentum, but it does give you 3 dice with a difficulty of 1 on your attack.
Yeah, I think we need to stop her.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to
Make your
blast her.
sorcery roll. Oh, did you want to use your minor action to equip the...
Yes, why not?
All
We
right.
keep getting Doom anyway.
So check equip, and then bump your willpower up to 12, and then make your sorcery roll.
Now, there's a 16 sorcery. And then 3 dice.
Yep. 3 successes, which gains you 2 momentum, puts you at 3. Roll your damage. Dude, you have 2 damage with no effects.
How does that happen?
I have no idea. Do you want to spend a point of momentum? To
Yes.
roll dice? That puts you at 2 momentum. How many dice you want to reroll?
All of them.
Okay, reroll 3. Reroll your damage then.
What is going on?
Dude, you're having the worst damage rolls.
I know.
You nuked those vampires up there, and since
I
then,
know.
all right, there you got.
Got something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you got 2. Why is the effect not lit up? You had to have had an effect because it's red.
Wait.
It just didn't light up, but that's fine. All right, so you did 2 damage to her, which really doesn't mean much, but you had 2 effects, which gives her a stun too.
All right, so she is stunned.
She
Okay.
is stunned.
Oh, thank God.
All right, you guys have 2 momentum if somebody wants to go, or if you guys want to move to the next round. Up to you. Oh,
I'm
my
good.
hold on. My last Hyperborean gets to go. He attacks Decius with his sword. He hits. Decius, you have a parry you want to use?
I sure do.
Yeah, you've parried twice, so you can parry a 3rd time because you've got your shield.
I think
your
I have
sword,
4 parries.
and your
total.
deflection. Yeah, you got tons of them. So you got at least 3. Difficulty, you just need 1 success to parry this. Perfect. All right. Back to the last question. You guys have 2 momentum if somebody wants to go again.
No.
Kind of feel like we should save that for emergency.
We might need that momentum.
All right. Next round, I'm at 6 Doom. I'm burning 1 to take initiative. She is going to make a roll, a minor action, to clear her stun effect. She had stun 2. Oh, you bastard.
Ooh.
That was... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, real quick, guys, help me out. What is discipline under? Is it under willpower?
Yeah, down at the
Yes.
bottom there.
So her
Yeah, it's
target
at the
number was
bottom right.
17, so she clears it. That was her minor action. Her main action, no one has gotten her off of Decius, but I don't know. Wow, nobody take that out of context. You also notice that Malecki had hit her with several arrows.
Yeah.
Those arrows actually, over the course of the last round, seem to work their way out of her back and fall to the ground.
Whoa, shit.
And outside of the spell that Tarkosa just hit her with, she doesn't seem to be hurt.
Regeneration.
I think she's going to let go of Decius and bear her fangs at him. She had a
Jeez.
success. 5d6 damage.
She didn't care for the taste of Aquilonian steel.
That's right. 3 damage with 2 effects. So Decius, you have what, Courage 2?
Courage 2.
So you took 1 resolve damage, but more importantly, you have 2 stuns.
How do I mark that on my sheet?
I can keep track of it. I got it.
Okay.
I've got 5 doom, so it really seems like a bad idea to not spend it to go again. Malecki's the one who hurt her earlier. Malecki, she's taking a swing at you
Okay.
with her fist. She actually misses you. Well, shit. That wasn't part of the plan. Nimble little minx, isn't she? Alright, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna spend 1 more doom and go for a bite on Malecki. That hits with a momentum. Maleki, you do have a. Hold on, Maleki, you do have
A parry.
a parry because of your sword. So if you want to take that roll, 2 unskilled successes, you suck. Gosh, her fury level is just
Clang.
just knows no end, and she's just completely unwilling to accept that. Maleki, make a discipline roll, please.
And here's where it goes south.
Well, 1 success, but not really, because you have the trauma.
Yep.
That trauma absorbs 1 success. You feel something pressing on the center of your forehead as she looks at you. You can only explain it as if there's a pressure on the very brain in your skull.
Wow.
And you hear her voice whisper, "Sit down." And you do. You just sit down on the floor. Okay, I'm out of actions. Who wants to go?
If Ulrich wants to clear this stun, what do I have to do?
You have to make a discipline roll, and you only had 1 point of stun, so you just need 1 success on a discipline roll. Or a fortune point, if you have any left, will automatically clear it.
I have fortune points left, because I didn't use. I chose not to use one last time.
You also have to, actually, if you were going to do it that way, the best way to do it would be to use the fortune point for an auto 1, because that would give you 2 successes, and then you still get to roll on top of that, so you could generate momentum.
Yeah.
Or you can just roll. You guys have 2 momentum.
Well, and the bonus roll, the bonus die for your for the fortune point can be used before or after the roll.
Correct.
So I could try and roll and see if I could clear it.
True.
And then, if not, use my fortune point.
You absolutely can.
So, let's give it a try. I got a 55% chance. I need 1 success?
Yep.
Oh, so I actually have 79% chance or something. All right. Oh.
No successes.
All right, I'll use the fortune point.
All right. That gains you a point of momentum. You clear the stun. You have your standard action.
All right. Two-handed sword.
All right. One success with a critical, which is 2 successes, gets you 4 momentum. Roll your damage. I assumed you were attacking her. I just assumed. I didn't think you were attacking the Hyperborean monk. 9 damage with 1 effect gets you a total of 10 damage. You only have 1 die that... No, I take that back. You had 2 dice that did 0 damage. And of course, you can always use your Blood on Steel to add additional vicious for 1 momentum.
How much momentum do we have?
4.
Well, I'd like to save that momentum for others in the party, but given what's going on... All right, so hold on a second. My No Mercy lets me re-roll those for free, right?
Correct.
How many were those?
2.
2. How many dice do I get to re-roll?
You have 3 melee talents, so up to 3. You did have 1 die that only did 1. You had 2 dice that only did 1 damage too, so it's up to you. You had 2 that did no damage. You clearly want to reroll those.
Yeah, I think I'll just re-roll those 2.
Okay.
So let me just do that.
All right. So reroll the 2d6. Huh. No additional damage.
Okay.
So you've got 10 damage on her. She does have armor, so that takes a pretty nasty hit right there, causing her a wound. She didn't care for it that much. Who wants to go next?
Well, what would the resistance to this spell be? Discipline?
Yes, you would need to make a discipline check to shake it off. And it would be difficulty 1 because she only had 1. Yeah, difficulty 1.
Okay. I will go ahead and make that attempt.
Whoa, hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. Yep, that's right. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Oh my
No
god.
Successes. So
Yikes.
you continue to sit on the floor. Hey, be glad she didn't get a lot of successes. She could have made you attack the party. Yeah.
Ooh.
We got Decius and Zarkosa. Decius, you have a stun too.
Oh,
Did you
I'll
want to
try
make
to-
a discipline roll to try to shoot?
Sure. Let's see what happens.
Okay. You have 4 momentum if you want to buy any extra dice. I don't know what your fortune point situation is.
I have no fortune, so yeah, I'll buy a point. I really need to shake this off.
Alright, so you get 3 dice.
Damn it.
2 successes. With a complication, I'm just going to take the new. Alright. Zarkosa, your turn.
So it continues until shaken off, or does it last a certain amount of rounds regardless?
It'll last, if you don't shake it off next round, it'll last through next round, then you'll be able to act after that.
Gotcha.
Boy, so we got 5 momentum, you said?
2 now.
Oh, shit. God damn. I guess I'm going to have to roast her again. That's the only thing that seemed to slow her down enough for the party to gain ground, if she has to deal with the fire. So I don't have to use it for range. Is it 2 to buy another die?
2 momentum buys a 3rd die on your attack, yep.
Yeah, what about for damage?
You can buy additional. It depends on what you want to do. If you just want additional damage dice, it's 1
Right.
momentum per damage die, which you can make that decision after the hit roll, obviously.
Yeah.
Or you can buy the additional incendiary effects on fire with.
Right, fire, it says fire automatically gets 2 incendiary.
Right, automatically, correct.
Yeah,
And
so
you can buy
I'm-
more.
I'm going to do a straight roll and then
Okay.
use points if I
All
need
right,
to
roll
on the
your
damage.
sorcery, and I gain a point of doom because of your amulet.
Yep.
Difficulty 1. Wow, total of 3 successes puts you guys up to 4 momentum.
Excellent. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll for damage, and we're going to do. That'll be an extra die for the incendiary effect post-fact, I guess.
Well, hold on. How do you want to do it? Do you want to buy straight damage dice, or do you want to buy additional incendiary effects?
No, I think I need straight damage dice because I want to make sure I have an effect.
All right, how many do you want to buy?
1 per.
Yeah, you've got 4 momentum. You can buy up to 3. Of course, you probably want to leave 2 momentum to let someone attack again.
Right, so I'm just going to. And then we got 4 momentum, right?
Correct.
So 2 momentum will give me 2 dice?
Yep.
All right. And how do I roll those?
You just have to roll them through the dice roller. So roll your regular damage dice and then just roll 2d6. 2 damage with an effect.
And 2 more then, right?
Correct.
Where is 4 and then 2 more d6s. Check.
Picked up 1 more damage and 1 more effect. So you.
Excellent.
Yeah, so you activated Incendiary 2 twice, so she's got Incendiary for the next 4 rounds unless she spends an action to put it out. And you did do 3 damage, which puts her at 7 vigor. Okay. My Hyperborean is going to... I think he's going to try and beat Decius down with his sword. Decius is still stunned, so he does hit Decius. It's not going to matter. It can't get through Decius. Oh, wait, I did have a bonus die of damage. Sorry. Decius, don't you have 4 armor everywhere?
That's correct.
His sword just clangs off of your steel-clad form. That guy's useless. What do I even have him for?
Well, he's still alive.
Yeah. You guys have 2 momentum if anybody wants to act again.
Well, what do you think, guys? Should Ulrich take another swing at her, or should we save the two?
No, take a swing at her. You
Big
can
swing. Yeah, we got to put her down.
I'm
Yeah,
with
she's
Jim
at
on this one.
7 now, so
But now I'm confused, Marty. I thought that our second action goes at the end.
It does. We're at the end.
Oh, she took initiative.
Yes.
All
put it
right,
on.
let's do it then. But I need 2 successes, correct?
Correct.
All right, so let's see. My melee's 14, so that means wow. Okay, but still, I don't know about that. Here we go.
And this is the battle axe, right? Not only.
No, it was a 2-handed sword.
Didn't you use the two-handed sword? in the
Oh
first
no,
attack?
battle axe. You're right.
Okay.
I keep.
That's fine.
Getting messed up.
2 successes with a critical makes 3, which means you succeeded and picked up a point of momentum for the group. Roll your damage. 5 damage with 1 effect. You had 3 dice that did 0 damage, so you surely want to re-roll those with your no mercy.
Correct.
All right. One more damage, so that's 6 damage, but you picked up a second effect, which means, all right, so you actually, that's got Vicious 1, correct?
Correct.
Did you want to spend the last momentum to upgrade to Vicious 2?
Might as well.
All right, so that gets you a grand total of 10 damage. Oh, shit. Knocks that out. Picks up a wound. Picks
Did
up
I give her a
another
wound?
Yeah. Picks
Well,
up another wound from your talent. And
correct.
another wound from Intense. So you have knocked out all of her vigor and given her 4 wounds. Or 3 additional wounds. She's at 4 wounds.
Wow.
Way to go. Way to go.
Alright. Turn ends. She heals slightly.
Man.
She is going to spend a doom to bring her vigor back.
She won't die.
She is going to spend a doom to put the fire out.
Excuse me.
If she bleeds, we can kill her.
That's right. She is going to spend a doom to take the initiative.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Wow. You guys weren't fucking around with this boss fight shit.
And she is going to bite Maleki. 2
Ooh.
successes.
Bro, what? It's exactly like the demon thing, right? Like, just one punch in the nuts after another.
Maleki, what's the 9 on the to hit chart?
9 on the hit chart.
Yeah.
Torso.
Do you have armor on your torso?
I do too.
Okay. So you take 3 rigor damage.
All right, so that brings me down to
No,
-2.
She's
Stunned.
Yeah, she can't act. Brings
Oh.
you to what? I'm sorry.
Well, so 3 vigor damage would put me at -2.
Okay, so that gives you a wound.
Okay.
So
I'm at 2 wounds,
yeah,
1 trauma.
and that grapples you, and as a free action, she's going to drink your blood and gain 3 doom.
God.
Jesus Christ.
So she's
So-
going to spend. Go ahead. Do you have a narrative thing?
Well, so I'm going to tell you that I'm on a time thing here, so I'm going to have to. This will be my last round, so I don't.
All right. So we're probably,
keep it in mind.
because honestly, this has gone a little bit longer than I expected. She's going to spend a doom to take initiative. Ulrich is causing her issues. She is going to bear fangs at Ulrich. She has 1 success. 5 damage mental on Ulrich. Does a total of 6 mental damage. You have courage of what?
2.
So you take 4 resolve. And it's got a stun effect of 2.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright. she moves over. She's going to spend a doom, putting her at 2, moves over to attack um, Zarkosa, which she hits him with an inhuman blow.
Oh, good.
Um,
Oh my god.
oh, shit. That's,
Oh,
That's
no.
no bueno.
Oh.
Zarkosa, what's the
Oh
5
my
on the to
God.
hit chart?
5
arm.
on the. What is it? Hold on. You said 5, right?
Yeah,
That's the right arm.
right arm. Do you have any armor there?
No.
You just took 13 damage to the right arm.
Holy
So
moly.
amputated it, right?
Yeah. I assume that knocked out all your vigor.
It did.
So
It's
you-
I got 1, 2,
So you just took 2 wounds.
8. Knocked out 8 vigor and then 2 wounds.
Yeah. Yep, that just took 2 wounds. Also, it knocked you on your ass and gave you a stun effect of 4.
Oh,
Crying out loud. That was brutal.
She has nothing else she can do this turn.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Thank Mitra.
Yeah, it's your turns.
All right, Ulrich. I'm gonna use my last fortune point
Okay.
so that I get a success. I have a stun too. So how many successes do I
You
need?
need 2 to shake it off.
All right. Well, I'll use the fortune point, which will give me 2 automatically
Okay.
for that die. Plus, I'll go ahead and roll my dice anyway because I get to.
Yep.
All right. So again, that was. Let me go down. That's discipline, right?
Yep. Critical success. So 2 successes, which gives you 2 momentum, and you had 2 because you had 2 from the fortune point. So you've got 2 momentum. You want to attack with your main action, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. So difficulty 1.
Two successes.
All right, which gets you to 3 momentum. Which weapon is this? I'm sorry.
Sword.
Okay, roll damage. All right, so you have 8 damage with 1 effect, which makes 9. You had 2 dice that did 0 damage at all, so I assume you want to re-roll those.
Correct.
All right. That gave you 11, 12, 13 damage. As Ulrich's sword comes hacking into this inhuman creature, she screams, and as the blade bites into her, she actually turns to mist, and the mist pours past you, between your legs and around you, and out the door behind you.
Ugh.
You're left with
oh,
you're left with a voice goes through Maleki's mind that says Maleki hears a voice in her mind, and the voice says, "Take her and go." And the spell on Maleki is broken.
whoa.
Wow.
Oh, mama.
Now I'm still laying their turtle, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Turtle. Turtle.
Good fight, guys.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, lick our
Second.
wounds here. Do we,
I
we
gotta
don't
tip
still have
the
one of
girl
those goons alive, do we?
What's that?
Is one of the goons still alive?
Yeah, but we're not going to worry about him.
Okay.
He's
Runs
not
away.
really an
We
issue.
could blow
do
on
it.
him and kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
We look at each other and just go, man, maybe we should just, let
Let's
it go.
I guess we'll come back to this in 2
Yep.
weeks, just so that we can knock out the last few minutes of the adventure and do the post game stuff,
Yep.
if that
Okay.
makes sense. And I know we went long here, guys, but I was really just trying to get to the end of it.
Sure.
Sounds
Well,
good.
Great. It was great, man.
Yeah,
We're
We're
great
calling
session.
it a draw. We're going to call it a draw.
Yeah, that's right. We'll call it a draw.
Works for me.
Hey, we succeeded in our mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're getting
you
the
did.
chick back.
That was quite a fight. Thank you guys so much for playing.
No,
Yeah,
that
thank
was
you.
fun.
Running, man.
Brilliant.
Had a great
Brilliant.
So
time.
much
See you
doom.
guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
See you on the
Yep.
19th.
So much doom.
A lot of doom.
Bye, guys.